All right, all right, all right. Hello, people. We are live in this motherfucker. It's Sunday, so you know what that means. It's today's edition of Breaking Bread. Today is going to be a good one because I have a very, very good group of people, a nice panel of people that, we're going to be talking about some ish. Like I said, let me see. The subject is going to be stir up the pot. Nothing too crazy, just, a good panel of people talking about certain things ranging from relationship, upbringing, and gender bashing, So I'm ready to get into it. Waiting for my people to come up on here. And for those that are watching, if you're tech savvy, please help a brother out because there's so many things that I'm trying to do and I don't know how to do anything but run my goddamn mouth. So let's get ready to get it in. I'm going to start to invite the people so they can introduce themselves. Anita, you on, baby? Okay, I'm going to bring you to the video. We got one. Yeah.
Okay, I don't see nothing.
Yeah, it says on my end that you're trying to join. It just says joining.
Uh-oh. I done went to somebody's whole live. Hold up. I think I strolled too far up.
I see you on my end. You just look frozen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
My
I
boy,
don't see you on my end. Hold up.
what's poppin'?
my boy. Yeah, Danita, I see you, but for some reason, oh, she went away. My boy, what's up, son?
What's good, brother?
I'm ready to get into it, man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta return the favor. You have me on your platform.
Hell yeah, appreciate it, brother. Definitely, definitely.
Only fair, brother. Hold on, where did she go? Hold on. All right, we just waiting for Preezy and Danita to come on here so we can get it percolating.
Definitely, definitely.
Oh man.
So my podcast is in. I'm in break. I'm in a. What's it called? A hiatus.
Oh, what happened, bro?
No, I'm just taking a break.
Yeah, me
Just,
too.
just, yeah, just because being consistent over it take a lot.
Yeah, word. That's why I'm taking a break myself. This gonna be my last one until probably like September. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm changing the name of mine.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I'm
Always
about to do it.
everything with Squalor was good though.
Yeah, it's good, but now it's gonna be called the Squalor Reloaded podcast.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that.
Cause it's a lot of always everything podcasts out there. It's a always everything with Chan and always everything. It's a bunch of the I ain't really looked that up when I made the name.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
All
It
right, we
worked.
good. Danita, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
What's up?
All
What's
right.
up? What's up?
What's up?
What's going on, y'all? We're just waiting for Preezy. And then once Preezy get on here, we can get it popping.
This is gonna be a great episode.
That's what I was saying. Like, it's the reasoning behind the picture that I made. But I want to wait for Preezy to get on so I can tell y'all why.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you can let us know what the reason was.
Yeah, let me see. I sent the invite to Preezy, so we're going to see what's up.
Is she here?
Yeah, I sent her the
Well,
invite.
I can't see.
Hey, Danita, what part of Texas you in again? Y'all underwater?
No, that's what are you talking about, Houston?
I was saying in Texas on TV, you look like they driving
Yeah,
boats down
I
the highway.
know. No, I'm in by the Austin area. Remember?
Austin. That's what, a couple of hours from Houston?
Yeah, like 2.5.
My boy squalling them damn beers, my nigga.
Wait, what you say?
My boy love them canned beers, boy.
So what
I
you
got me
need?
a White Claw.
All right, let me see. I'm sending you an invite now, Breezy.
I need to find
Squatter,
somewhere.
what you changing your name? Oh, you said because a lot of people got everything. What did you say?
Yeah, it's a lot of always. If you Google always everything podcast, like 1,000 podcasts gonna pop up.
Oh,
Mm.
I kind of see it with mine too, but I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
want to
thinking about
change the
changing
name
mine
though.
too, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Huh?
I want to change the name though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
See, I'm
nah,
about
cause for
to.
me the same thing with you, Squalor. Like I looked up Breaking Bread, like mad Breaking Breads popped up. I'm just like, damn, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if they ain't still going, then I don't feel like there's no need to worry
There's no
about it.
need to change the name now. I feel you.
Now see, here's by copyrights and trademarks, you can send people cease and desist.
Yeah, word. That's a fact.
But they would have had to have some type of legal documentation or LLC first, and most of them don't. I'm sure.
See.
I'm sending you an invite now, Breezy. Let's get it popping. I'm happy. I'm excited. Like I'm happy about this. Yeah, Breezy about to be on it,
Okay.
motherfucker. Let's get it.
Hey, you can hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yo,
hear you.
Yes,
I
let's
have to
get it.
use my phone.
I
I
told
like
you
your hair.
already, Breezy.
Oh,
Me
thank
too. I was getting ready to say
you.
that. Yeah, look cute, girl.
Thank you. I have to change up,
I'm trying to look. I'm trying to look real studious right now. I got on a polo and shit, so with the
I
glasses,
see you. I
You know what I'm
see you.
saying? Trying to look studious, but yo, I am like OD excited about this podcast. Like I've never been this excited ever in a very long time about a podcast. So I'm ready. But a lot of y'all was asking why did I make the pictures with the puzzle, and I'm gonna tell y'all why.
Oh, my
Because
God.
even though like Danita, I really don't know you. You know, we never really spoke. I know Squala, I know Preezy, but for some reason, I felt like this podcast was destined to happen. Like the separate pieces came together to make just one big puzzle. That's how I feel about this podcast because
Okay.
I know it's going to be dope, son. So that's why I did that picture because I knew without us even talking every day. And like I said, Danita, I don't even know you, but I know we're going to bomb on this shit. You feel what I'm saying? So it's
It's
like
gonna be
that's why I'm
fun.
mad charged up
Yeah.
and I'm excited, yo. Like for real. So
I have to point out. I have to point out that Danita has the most beautiful smile I ever seen.
yo, I ain't even gonna lie. Like I was
She
saying
do.
that same thing. Like I was going through her pictures and yeah, I was on your page, baby. You're
Oh,
not wrong. I'm gonna
you was
admit
on
it.
my page.
And I'm looking I'm just like, yo, her smile is just damn, like
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
much better than mine.
Oh, that is so sweet. Thank
You
you.
know?
Hey, listen, they starting off right, Danita.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna. Yeah, they playing games. No.
Uh-huh.
You know,
They
but
starting
before
off
we go
right.
any further
I'm,
though,
I'm,
I want y'all to introduce
I'm in my
yourself.
gentleman bag today. I'm not in battle of the sex mode today.
Yeah, that's why I got
Uh,
the polo on. I'm trying to be a gentleman. I was watching Kevin Samuels. I'm like, man, he be having polos and suits on. I got to at least throw a polo on some shit. You know what I'm saying? With the specs on and all of that, you know? But before we go any further, I want y'all to introduce yourselves.
I hear a lot of noise in the background.
do you
In my
hear my
background,
fan?
I don't know. I just hear a lot of noise.
maybe, hold on. I got the AC on.
Must say it could be me too. I got this AC joint on.
All right, it
Do
sounds
you
different on
still
my
hear
end.
it? Cause I know I got my fan on.
On my end, you good?
Just I hear something.
You
Okay,
still hear
hold on.
something?
Let's
You
see.
still hear something now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when I turn. Oh no, that just changed the whole atmosphere.
Word. That's why
I,
Well, I can't
but
cut
guess
mine
what?
off. I'm a
Guess
mellow
what? I
over
don't
here.
hear nothing now. I don't hear it.
Oh, you hear my fan? Oh no, honey. Let me turn it down.
Word, let me just turn it
Hey, yo,
down, son, 'cause you might not have me playing this motherfucker shit, boy.
she down there dealing with that Texas heat.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Let me turn.
Oh.
Okay, can you hear it now?
Okay.
I got it on low.
No, it's cool. now.
Hold on, I'm gonna try to put mine on low too, cause we ain't. Hell no.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Do you hear noise on my end in my background?
You still hear noise?
Like a
Also,
humming, like,
That might be
Damn.
me on low.
Nah,
Maybe me on
that's
low.
my AC, man. Hold on, man.
damn, where
Well, let
is
the
your AC
forces and the
turn on
powers
low?
be with.
Cause you don't,
Yes,
if I hear it, then the other
yeah.
crowd may hear it too.
I'm gonna
yeah.
put it on low.
I'm gonna see if I could send this thing.
All right, I
I know.
just
How are you sending it though? Oh, look, Prissy done sent herself off the line.
No,
yeah.
Let me see.
it's a little arrow. It's an arrow at the bottom of the screen, and you can share it like that.
Yeah.
Where you share it? Oh, the arrow at the bottom, and then where you share it on your page? Can you share it from your page? Right? Okay,
Yeah,
I
I
see
just
it.
yeah. We gotta get this thing lit because the subject matter is a great. I really can't wait to start talking.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
either,
but
son.
really, kind of. I remember. Okay, so the episode we did it kind of reminds me of it a little bit. Which will be coming out soon. Squalor was on my podcast, and our episode is coming out soon. And guess what? I'm gonna let
All right,
you edit it too.
I'm
It's
ready.
very long.
You want me
Yeah.
to edit it?
Yes, it's so long. You better not leave out none of my good points.
I
What
got you. I
about now,
got you.
Breezy?
I got you.
Yeah.
I'm good now.
But it's similar to like kind of the conversation we having. So I am curious to know if any of your views have changed since then, Squalor.
And
So
you know what? You know what's great about that? I don't remember nothing I said. Like I remember. I
You
swear to
said I don't
God.
remember nothing I said. All
I
right,
know how I
well,
feel today, but I don't know what I said then.
okay, well I'm gonna remind you. I'm gonna
Woo!
remind
Uh-oh.
all right. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right. Well, for those that just chimed in and watching it live right now, this is Breaking Bread. It's your boy Meek. You know who I am. And today's subject is going to be called "Stir Up the Pot," where we're going to be talking about relationships, upbringing, gender bashing. We just going to have a nice, healthy dialogue. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to call that shit arguments because it's not an argument. It's a dialogue. Where we just all getting together, talking and doing what we do. Doing what we do best. We podcasters. We talk. You feel me? So before I go any further, I want y'all to introduce yourself.
Okay, well I guess I can start. My name is Danita. My host name is Danita Baby, and my podcast is Let's Talk Perspectives. And if you just click on my page, because I didn't get to share my link yet, you just click on my page and you'll be able to find my podcast and my other links that lead to it.
Okay.
What?
And I'm a new starting off. Okay, go Breeze.
No, you finished? You good?
I'm finished.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm Preezy from the Listen Up, Listening podcast. Um, Basically, podcasts talk about everything, motivating yourself, educating yourself, getting things right, being positive, staying focused, and keeping the right people in your life, and just dealing with everyday life. And y'all can find me at www. I'll put it on the screen, but it's www.listenuplistening5687.com.
Okay.
And holler at me if you want to be a guest on the show.
I
Okay.
knew Candy was gonna be on that. Goodness.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shout out to my girl, Giggles.
Yeah, she
So
on
I
it.
did it right then with the comments. Yes. Okay.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. You see that? That's
I
what's up.
bet. Good looking out for that gig because I had no idea what I was doing. All right. Last but
So
not least, let's get it.
I am Young Squalor from the DMV, PG County. My podcast, formerly known as Always Everything with Young Squalor, is now going to be called Squalor Reloaded Podcast. And on the podcast, I really do talk about everything, but I try to keep everything relatable to the black culture.
Okay.
So I'll talk about like everybody's all included, but I'm a remix it and bring it back to us at some point.
Okay. All respect that. I respect that.
Okay, and then
So,
I don't want to cut you off, but let me chime in because y'all clearly did a better job than me. Now, so as far as my podcast is concerned, I talk about everything too, but I try to focus more on the perspectives of other people and the different topics. So yeah, that's
okay,
it.
okay. All right, well, I gave each of you lovely people homework. So, me being a gentleman, I'm going to let the ladies go first. So, the first subject we're going to be talking about is relationships. So, for the females, what questions y'all have for the men? And me and Squall are going to answer the best way that we can. Who's going to go first?
You want to go first, Preview, or me?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch up and combine still. How about you go first?
Okay, so the questions that I decided to write down is one that's very important, I feel, because I feel like there's a lot of conversation about being a man, not being a man, and things like that. So, from a man's perspective, what is y'all's definition or in the characteristics of what is considered to be a real man?
Huh? That's a great question. That is a wonderful question. I like it. I like
Yo,
it.
woo, that's why. Okay,
I like
okay.
it.
So, you want to go first, Squall?
I could go first. So to me, what a real man is, and like, so is your question in perspective of a relationship or just in general?
I want to say just in general, like what would be the characteristics of a real man? And then if we have time, then you can touch on what a real man looks like in a relationship. But yeah.
Okay, so
Yo, Giggles is ready. Look at her comment. She ready. Like,
Yeah. Get it, Gig.
I'm gonna say this: a real man is someone who was confident. A real man is someone who isn't afraid to be himself. A real man is someone who takes care of himself. And if he has a family, he takes care of his family. But most importantly, he has to take care of himself before anything. Because if he ain't take care of himself, he can't take care of nothing else. So that's in a nutshell what a man is to think. That's my idea.
All right.
okay.
I like that. Starting with self first. That's good.
I doubt that. That's a good question, yo. I want damn. Cause I like to be very detailed when I answer my questions. So the first thing I'm gonna say is emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
You like as a man, you have to have emotional intelligence. Like for example, knowing how to deal with strenuous situations without, getting angry or getting upset. So like that's the main thing for me. That's number one, emotional intelligence. Two, interaction. Knowing how to interact with people, whether it be a man or a female, and give them the same respect. Three, uh, be a protector. As a man, we are designed to protect ourselves, protect our mothers, protect our sisters, aunts, and stuff like that. So that's big for me. And also a provider in the sense of if a woman is down and a woman is out, you should be able to step up and step to the plate and do what you have to do to make sure, the bikes on the wheel keep going. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like a lot of men, especially the emotional intelligence, a lot of men don't have that. You feel what I'm saying? And I think that's one of the things that's taken away from my masculinity. Being emotionally intelligent to know how to deal with situations, to know how to deal with a female when she's yelling and she's screaming and she's in your face. A lot of men that don't have emotional intelligence will yell back, "Fuck you, nigga, fuck you, bitch," and then you feel what I'm saying? And then it's just you a bitch ass nigga, you a bitch ass bitch. So emotional intelligence is number one for me. So I don't know if that answered your question, but that's just my definition
Yeah.
for me.
I think y'all both had great answers, but I'm gonna ask you one other question off of that, and then I definitely want to let preview because I don't want to obviously prolong it. But
Okay.
so it kind of brings me back to, well, you know what? I guess you know what? I'm gonna save it for upbringing. Now I have a different question for upbringing.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
So your turn, Breezy.
that because it kind of touches on that a little bit. So
It
yeah,
does?
now
Okay.
I have another question. So
All right. Your turn,
okay.
Breezy, baby.
I love
Okay.
this podcast structure is great.
Oh, was I supposed to have two or one? Right?
Two.
I
You got another one?
asked one.
Yeah, you got another one?
Oh yeah, I got another one.
Yeah, go ahead, baby.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Can we give the real reason why men cheat? I mean, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that story.
Everybody laughing on that one.
Like,
Everybody
give me
laughing
a
on
Yo,
that
real,
the
like,
show, we get, yo,
Hey,
he getting ready
you
to
caught
say,
me on
yo,
guard with that one. I was
he
not
getting ready
expecting
to
that.
say the end. This is the end
Word.
Well,
of Stir It Up. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you,
Have
word.
a good night.
Have a good night.
I want to hear
I
emotions,
have,
not
My
what
boy
you
I have,
need.
started
I don't want
sweating.
none of that. Let's just
I got two
put it
great
out
answers for that question. I got two great answers for that
All right.
question.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
straight. Give it
My
to me
first
straight. No
answer
tape.
is, and y'all can take this how y'all want to take it, but black men don't cheat. That's one.
You see
You
that
know that's a
question?
bunch of crap.
He's like, I'm gonna crack this bitch open.
What?
This motherfucker lying his ass off. Okay.
Listen, I'm about to
Really?
get twisted. I'm about to get twisted on
listen,
that answer.
listen. So, and my answer number
Are
two
you
is,
kidding me?
listen. If
He's
a man cheats, because
kidding.
black men,
Got it.
because black men don't cheat. So if a man cheats, it's because he's either tired of his home situation, don't care about his home situation, or is annoyed by his home situation. So he's looking for peace, he's looking for fun, or he's
So
looking for
leave.
other options. It's not.
So leave.
Yeah, we gotta. That sounds good, but
It's
that's what it
not
is.
that easy. It's not that easy, right?
Yeah.
It's cheaper to keep her.
But like I said, if a man cheats, but black men do not cheat. I have to say that.
Oh, so light skinned men do. Black man don't cheat, but if you are light skinned, it's a possibility.
That's
Black man leading the pack and cheating, so I don't even know what's
I
going on.
disagree. I believe black women are leading the pack in cheating, but
Wow,
Oh,
wow, wow, yippee,
I
oh,
have to
yippee,
excuse me.
say,
What?
that part.
We learn from the best. What can you say? You know.
I
Sure.
know from
You
your
The
can't
mama.
master.
say you
Thank you, master.
y'all can't say that.
Thank you,
Okay.
master.
All right.
Thank you, master.
I'm gonna answer that question, but that comment you just said just now, Donnie, I'm gonna get back to that. But to
Yeah.
answer your question though, to me, the reason why I feel men cheat is because, okay, first of all, a man is, how can I put this? Men are mental, meaning you have to feed their egos. You have to tell them, thank you for providing for me. You know, you look good today. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be where I'm at in my life right now.
Right.
Even though if it could be bullshit, even though if you had your own coming into the relationship, you still got to say those things to that man. So in that aspect, I feel the reason why men cheat is because of that. If they're not getting the love, and I'm talking about the mental love, because like I said, men can lie all they want. Men are all egos, or all ego. If you telling them they look good, if you telling them they smell good, or if you telling them thank you for what you're doing, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna get up in the morning and be happy as hell to go to work, because they know they're gonna come home to a woman that's gonna be like, thank you, baby. So
He
I
is
think that's
not
one
lying.
of the reasons why men cheat, because of that.
My man.
Because once you mentally stop telling the man everything that he's doing and how much you love him and stuff like that, and that next girl is telling him that, now his brain is moving like he's not
Well,
gonna
that works
cheat.
both
He's not
ways.
gonna cheat. He's not gonna cheat initially. He's gonna wait a little while, but if he got that girl at work or the other chick telling him every day how much he look good, how much he smell good and stuff like that, and he go home to his wife and his wife like, damn nigga, you stink. Go take a shower. I said, why
Hey,
you gonna go in that bathroom with his
But I love
not
you.
other girls.
can I piggyback on my
I
wife? Can I
still
piggyback
love
on
you
this?
even if you stink.
Yeah, good.
I want to say something too, though. So, what type of men are we referring to in what you're saying? Because are we talking about a man that respects a woman, has not cheated, or because what you're talking about could be so complex because maybe the man pushed the woman to that point where she no longer compliments him or look at him. So, are we just we're just
Is
Okay,
it
talking about a man that's treating
reciprocated?
you right?
so I gotta go to the side on this. What you
Yeah.
just said earlier, Preezy?
Is it
Then
reciprocated?
why you ain't leave then?
I
We trying
can't.
to work it out. We trying to work
And
it
you
out.
can't either.
You
We
just
both
said to Squally,
can't
then why
leave.
you
You
ain't
ain't
leave then?
leaving me
And Donita
with
just
all
said,
these
Donita just
kids.
said,
You
We
couldn't
trying to
you
work
leave
was
me
pushed
with
off.
all these
See,
kids.
look,
Okay?
thank you, Squally. You feel me? I'm about to
You
No,
go
ain't
we
home.
trying
leaving
to
me
I'm
work
about
with
to
it
all
out.
get
We
these
him.
trying to
kids.
stand by that man.
But I have to put my disclaimer again. Black
Okay.
men do not cheat, so we are talking about all other parties here.
I
We
don't
talking
think
Nah,
that's
about the
the
best.
only reason why men don't. I don't think that's the only reason why men cheat now.
okay.
But we
Men
have
cheat because they're greedy and they want what they want. Maybe they getting
Men,
tired of it being. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm only talking for the conversations I've had with dudes. It's a lot of times it could be their ego, um, knowing that they can get that woman. Sometimes it's just greed. They don't even get her. They do it. It's men. The difference between men and women. Women, do they thing, but it's more emotional. Men can sleep with somebody and don't even have emotions for them. It's just they just want to smash. They just want to feel something different. So
And that's
it ain't about how I treat you, because I can treat you like a king and you'll still find a reason to go out there. Let me
okay,
sip
once
on my
again, are
coffee.
you
Let me
speaking
sip
from,
on my coffee.
are you
Okay?
speaking
It's an
from
ego thing,
statistics? Or are you
and
speaking
it's
from personal observation?
no, I'm listening. I have male friends, and I ask them these questions, and a lot of times they say because it's something to do, it's something different. But I still love her. I
a
love her. I
man
ain't
told
trying
you
to go
that.
nowhere. I just want to hit it. That's what I
Uh,
hear. That's
hey,
what I
okay.
hear.
Now check
I
this out.
just
Check this
want to
out.
hit it.
Check this
So,
out. Check this out.
it's not just how a person make you feel. There's people, and then it could be just greed.
All right.
Everybody has their own different reasons as to
Do you
why they
know?
go out on a relationship.
All right, hold on. Let me just say that real quick. Now y'all see why I made that picture with the puzzles? You see how this shit is just flowing? All right, get back to it.
All right. So look, check this out. Check this out. So in certain scenarios, yes, please, you're absolutely correct. But it's not. That's not. In those cases, those men, they probably really love who they with, like their wife or whoever they probably really care about this person. So when it's just something to do, they really not looking for nobody else. They just bored in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that is a thing. But most of the time, that's not the case. Most of the time, most of the time is because whoever's at home done pushed my man out the door
And
in
maybe
whatever
he
way.
pushed her. Maybe. So
But
In
nobody's
whatever way.
perfect. In a relationship, you're going to have ups and downs. And you shouldn't let situations just make you go out there. That's not what a relationship is about. It's about communication. So every time I get into an argument with you, young squad, you're going to go out there and look for a woman to smash because things are not going right at home. That's why we got to
Emotional
communicate and talk.
intelligence.
We
This
got
is
to
what I'm talking
communicate and
about.
talk to each other because you got with me for a reason. So
Do
let's
y'all watch BMF?
communicate and work it out. And if it doesn't work out, then we go our separate ways. But every time we get into a disagreement, you shouldn't have that reason to go out there and seek for somebody else.
Okay, so every time we have a disagreement, why you going to your single friends taking their advice? Bringing that fucked up shit in the
I
house?
ain't taking nobody advice. Who I'm messing with now? I'm messing with you now? Okay, so listen, baby. Listen,
Yo, I love you, Breezy.
wait a minute now. Listen, I'm not taking nobody's advice. I may listen to what they saying, just like you listen to your homeboys. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to do what they tell me to do. It's okay to get advice, but you got to make the
You get
decision
advice
for
from
yourself.
single friends. Get advice from people in
Not
relationships that are
all my
married.
friends are single. Not all my friends are single. And there's a lot of
Thank you,
times I don't
Swallow.
even like
Thank you,
telling people my
Swallow.
personal
Fuck out of
business,
here.
because
Yeah.
usually what goes on with you and I should be you and I. Now, you might have one friend that you may talk to, or I may go to my sister, but I don't tell people my personal business because I believe whatever goes on in the home should stay in the home.
Yeah, that's true.
Girl,
Then another thing about
Because
that
people
is,
can, you got a lot of people out here that are jealous of you and want your relationship to be destroyed because they don't have what you have. So you have to be careful who you talk to.
I agree with that. I
Breezy,
agree
I
with
want to grab your ass through that
100%.
damn phone and give you the biggest bail, girl.
Well, come on,
Book
baby,
that
bring it.
gospel. That
I do want to add my other disclaimer. I want to point out something I said that I think a lot of people miss.
Black men don't cheat.
No. It's not that. It's not that. That is one. We can say that again. For those in the back, but I said when the scenario Preezy introduced, as far as greed and being bored in the moment, I did say that those men probably truly love who they are with.
Okay.
Whether they cheating, I promise you, those men love their wife. Oh God!
If you love me, you would respect me,
But they don't
because respect means a
Yeah.
lot in a relationship. So that respect for me would bring you home at night. That respect for me would take that number out your pocket that you just got from somebody else. That respect for me would know, nah, I'm good. I got somebody at home. I'm good. So respect plays a big part, and that goes for both. It's not just men, it's women too.
Somebody say temptation is a crazy drug.
Word. Yo,
It
I'm
is.
loving this
It's
right
on both
now.
For
parts
some,
too.
for some, for some. Not for everybody, because that's a maturity too. That's a
Right.
maturity too. Calling
Emotional
that
intelligence.
urge. Okay, all right.
That shit plays a part in everything, because I'm reading that book right now, Emotional Intelligence 2.0, and I'm telling you right now, that book is crazy. Like, I thought mentally I had everything together. That book let me know, nigga, you don't know shit. I was like, damn.
Well, see,
Emotional.
that's what.
Okay.
What's the name of the book? What's the name of the book?
Emotional.
What's that?
I'm gonna send it to y'all. Like when we
Yeah,
Okay.
it's an ebook.
yeah, it's an audio book, so you could do that audio if you want, you know.
Dr. Omar mentioned something about that just a couple of days ago, emotionally intelligent. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring that up too. But yeah, okay.
Nice. Yeah.
So Preezy, you
bring it
got
up.
your 2 questions, girl, because I'm ready.
Yeah, it's time.
We just getting started too.
We just getting started in
This
this.
is a
So
great.
Preezy,
This will
where them
be a great
questions at?
episode.
Where them questions at? What's up? Let's get
So,
it.
so it's my turn. It's my turn.
Yes,
The floor is
it's your
yours,
turn.
baby.
All right. So this is what I want to know. Why do men not communicate? Why do y'all? Why is it a problem with y'all when it comes to communication?
I've been waiting for a woman to ask that question so long.
Yo, I already got that shit in my head. I'm
Because
ready.
I love to communicate no matter what it is. I think that communication is the key in everything. And I just want to know why you guys just don't communicate, why you don't
You want to
express
go with me?
yourselves.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna put it like this. Tyrese, Kanye West, Will Smith. Do you want to know why I said those 3 gentlemen?
I know why.
Because they discussed how they felt and what they were going through and got turned into memes. And the world was making fun of them.
Clown.
Like people clowning them. You feel what I'm saying? This is a reason why now in this generation, men don't like to speak for that exact reason, because they're going to be made fun of. Like, for example, like that Red Table Talk that Jada Pinkett Smith had with Will Smith. You telling this man in front
That
of
was
millions
crazy.
of people
That was
that
crazy.
the dude that I let come into my house, you was boinking? like something like that, you should tell behind closed doors, like, yo, bo 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 bop bop bop. And to see that man's face, it broke my heart. And then I lie to you not, 2 days later, that nigga was all over social media being made fun of. And I'm sitting up
Mm.
there saying to myself, wow. But now, if you flip, the situations,
I'm
and
telling you,
Will Smith was to do that to Jada Pinkett Smith, everybody
boy.
would have been like, you know better than that. You shouldn't have did that. Damn, bro, that's fucked up. How you going to embarrass her like that on live TV? So that's part of the reasons why men don't like to speak. Because women are not like the women back in the day, just like men are not the men back in the day, where back in the day, you could sit up and come home and talk to your woman, and whatever you say to her stays between y'all. Now, you talk to your woman, and if she gets mad enough, she's telling her friends your bullshit. She's telling your friends everything. So then when y'all get into this big ass argument and it blows up, the friends is like, yeah, nigga, that's why Shorty said you got a little dick. What?
Man,
What?
hey,
Y'all
that's
supposed
crazy.
to be in the house.
That's crazy.
But not. I mean, those. Well, obviously those ain't friends if they going around
My point
telling your personal
exactly.
business.
But I'm
But
talking about from a societal standpoint. I'm not talking about you personally, Preezy, or you personally, Danita. I'm not saying that, but society makes fun of men that try to get in tune with their emotions and speak how they feel. So that's why men don't talk for that exact reason.
Okay, so you're saying though that men don't communicate because it's not going to be heard. It's going to be looked at something other than you communicating and expressing yourself.
It's going to be looked at as a weakness.
Mm.
Society looks at it as a weakness. You supposed to be this big and masculine man. Why are you crying on national TV because you can't see your kids? Or why are you tearing up on Red Table Talk because you're supposed to be a masculine man?
so,
Okay,
but
so when you see these situations like play out on, I guess TV, social media, and stuff like
Mhm.
that, are you saying that it could have an effect on you, even though you're not on that level, but it still has an effect on you, where you like, ooh, I don't want to communicate because that's how it's perceived. Is that what you're saying too? Like I'm trying to.
Yeah, no, it's exactly what I'm trying to say because we are in a generation of visualization. So
Right.
everything we see on a daily basis, we absorb. So, like for example, as a woman, if you turn on the TV or whatever, and you always hearing things about women don't need men and we can do it on our own, and you watching that same thing every day, that's going to register in your brain and it's going to turn into a dopamine. So you're going to start
Right.
to think that's life. The same thing with a man. If a man turns on the TV and he sees every time another man is speaking on his personal transgressions and what he's going through, and he's being made fun of, that's the dopamine that's going to turn into the man's brain thinking, you know what? I can't speak about how I feel because I'm going to be made fun of.
Okay.
So if that answers your question. So, of
Mhm.
course.
It does. Thank
well,
you.
Okay.
I,
Squala, on you,
well,
baby.
I hear a lot of noise,
that's
but
not my friend this time. I don't know
Uh,
what that is.
it's like an
I don't know. That could
echo.
have been.
Who got
Okay,
their
so you mean to
PlayStation
tell
on?
me that
Uh,
you're not gonna ever express yourself, your emotions, cry, uh,
oh
express
no.
to a person how you feel? Like,
You're not
at the end
Check.
of the day, you're a human being. So don't you know holding that stuff inside can make a person worse?
Well, let me let
I
me
know.
let me answer your question, Breezy. Let me give you my perspective on it. So I can tell you, I don't. I personally don't be running around telling people how I feel off the strength of one. Don't nobody really want to hear that. Don't nobody want to hear no man complaining. I don't want to hear no man complaining. Don't nobody want to hear that. Like it's like, and the fact that I don't want to hear it, I know I'm not about to go around saying it. So that's one reason. Like, girl, one of my female friends asked me, said, why y'all we become male friends? Why y'all don't talk about stuff like that? Because we are what? It ain't no way. It's not gonna happen. So we try to talk about that without. course, women weaponize these things. Women are known to weaponize these things. Like you be done told somebody something from happening in your childhood, you get them mad enough. That's
No,
That's some women. That's some women.
no,
I will
you're
agree with you on
judging.
that
And
because we
see, if
see it
you
on the
went through,
internet every day.
right,
But that's a certain
right.
type of woman.
but
If
the
That's a
you
biggest
have been,
certain
see,
type
and that's
of
the thing.
woman. That's not
People,
like general.
you're
Because
judging
women in
everyone, and
general,
that's
we
the
are
thing.
nurturing.
I don't do stuff like that. And if you probably have bad experiences with women that have done that, then that's probably why you feel that way. But you can't judge everybody like that. You can't, and that's bad.
But basically,
Maybe
okay,
you're dealing with childish women. Maybe right. Thank you, Gig. Maybe you did, and then I think that's terrible.
but
okay.
then
Well,
the
we're
biggest thing
talking
is,
about. My
but I
bad,
say
bro.
the biggest thing
Go ahead.
is people don't want to hear men nor women want to hear men complaining, or even something that might come off as a complaint. Or like let's use Tyrese for example, and Will Smith for example, since we were talking about that. Tyrese
Hmm.
first of all, Tyrese is a million. They both millionaires. That's one. Don't nobody want to hear nobody that's rich complaining.
Well, they don't
Then
have no business putting their business on social media. Nobody,
yeah, you right.
you know,
But
I don't think they should be doing that either. I mean, that's your personal business. Why you want the world to know what's going on in your life
Right.
or in your home?
that's
So
why
all
they
of
the
that
last
is
guy.
for publicity and all the likes and stuff. You shouldn't be doing that in the first place.
Now,
Yeah.
You
with
know,
that, like those questions that you two asked, by me and Squala answering those questions, we're basing it off a societal standpoint. So I'm going to break it down in a societal standpoint, right? So let's just say every 1 in 10 women you come across, only one woman is going to be that one that's going to listen to what you have to say and respect what you have to say. So the probability of you meeting that one woman on the first shot is 10%. So that means you have to go through the other 9 women to get to that one woman that will actually listen to you. And by the time then, you're mentally and emotionally depleted and you're not trusting nobody. And the same thing goes for females. Like, let's just say that 1 man out of 10 are good. And as a female, you bump into those 9 men that are assholes.
damn, man.
Mentally and emotionally, you're going to be depleted. And then once you finally get to
I
that
ain't
10th
messing with no
man, that's
9
going to
men
be
now.
the one
That's a
for
lot of
you.
men.
You're not going to trust that
That's a
because you're
lot of
going to
men.
say to
But
yourself, no, I'm just being honest. Like, I'm just
I'm
like doing
saying,
it
you
on a
said
numbers
9.
analysis.
Damn. I don't know about no
Anytime
9 men now, shit. I don't
No,
know about no
No,
no,
but
9
for real.
men.
Like,
You're going too
because what I'm
far now.
basically trying to say is, like, for females, right?
he
I
You
using
can
have
agree.
10,
percentages.
10 men in front of you, right? You have 10 men in front of you, and only one of them are good. The possibility of you meeting that good man the first time, it's a 10% chance, and a 90% chance you'll meet those other fucked up men first. So what I'm basically trying to say is, for a female's perspective, you go through 9 men, right? Not fucking them, but like, thinking it was going to be something good and it wasn't. And that last man is the one that's going to be the man for you. You ain't going to trust that nigga because them other 9 fucked your head up.
First of all, we won't even get that far because you
Oh
got to
boy.
ask questions.
Okay. All
Ask
right.
questions.
This is
You
like the
have to have
Bible.
standards and boundaries. Trust me, half of those men are not even going to get to the second question. Believe me,
Okay. All
they're
right.
That's
not.
true.
A lot
I
of them
think when
are
you
they're not even going to get that far because once you start talking to them and communicating, yabba dabba do, you ain't even going to get to the 9. A lot of them
Mm,
fail. A lot of them fail. Trust me.
mm.
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I
So
think
I'm
it
gonna ask
comes
you
with
a
I
experience
look,
and living.
and I'm gonna give a perfect example. I'm gonna give a perfect example. Met someone, we exchanged numbers, right? Now this
Okay.
is the hey, how you doing? All right, we chit chat, we exchange numbers. The second
okay.
day, he FaceTime videoed me. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
know you.
Oh, you ain't.
Why are
You
you FaceTiming me
canceled for
on
FaceTime.
video? Why are you calling me on video? What happened to picking up the phone? How you doing? So you stalked me already? He called me to video. You know, the video chat. Why you doing that?
That's like popping up
Exit.
at your house. That's what I
Goodbye.
feel.
That was a sign to me.
Oh,
You
snap.
don't even, we just exchanged numbers and I'm already on video? So that's what I'm saying. Half of the time, the guys don't even make it. They don't even pass to the second level.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Why am I using someone else?
What you
Okay.
said, Danita? You understand what I'm saying? How would you, wouldn't you feel uncomfortable if you
All right.
just met this person?
Okay.
What happened to, hey, how you doing, texting, or just picking up the phone call? You're videoing me?
All right. I'm basing, see, this is what I'm saying. Again, I'm basing my answers on a societal standpoint. Like, if you want me to give personal answers, then we can give personal answers.
No. That's gonna be too long. We don't need to.
Ain't nobody said
I'm
nothing
talking
like that,
about
player.
societal. Yeah.
Ain't nobody said nothing like that, player. Slow it down.
No,
That's
but what I'm
funny.
saying is, like, I get what you're saying, but you're talking about personal
No,
experiences. I'm talking
I
about.
had to use it. I had to use an example as
Well,
far
guess
as
what?
you
I'm a
going
FaceTime
through.
your ass too. Fuck that. What's up?
You can't. But see, it's a different. I know you. It's a different. But if I had just, let's say, I just met you today. I just gave you my number. Give me a call, and now you put me on video. The same. No, come
I
on,
don't.
come
Yeah,
on.
nah.
Freezy.
No,
It's 2024, man. This FaceTime is normal.
Nah,
No, it's not.
no,
No,
it is though.
not,
It is
sweetie.
though.
That's a
it
sign.
is not normal.
Listen, been there, done that. Hey, I'm probably the
Exactly
oldest one here. Am I the oldest one here? Am I the oldest one on this thing?
I'm
On this panel?
31. I'm
I think
31.
so.
I might be the youngest one.
I'm 30. I'm
I'm
37.
41.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
be
the baby in the bunch.
54. I will be 54 Wednesday. Okay? Been
I'm
there,
41.
done that. That was
I'm
a sign. That was a sign. You
That's a
don't
red
video, and see, you don't video chat somebody you just met.
But
What?
I
listen,
mean, I
but
feel it.
listen,
I feel it.
Breezy,
I feel it. I feel
just
it. But
hear this out for a second. The reason why I agree with Squalla, because that's what people do now.
yeah,
Like, for
that's
example,
it.
like sometimes if you go on Facebook dating, for example, sometimes people have in like their little profile or whatever they say, their bio, they would say, I don't like to text all day, I'd rather FaceTime. That's what people do now.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? But
But
I agree
not
with you in
everybody.
that retrospect, but a lot of people do that now. They FaceTime. So, I mean,
Well, I don't do that.
You gotta make
I
that
must be
clear,
old school.
Freezy. You gotta tell a nigga. You gotta be like, don't FaceTime me.
don't FaceTime me. What?
And look, if he FaceTime you after you tell him, then yeah.
No, I just say I can give you permission to FaceTime me, so don't FaceTime me.
And you know you can block that feature too on your phone from certain people.
You can block FaceTime on your
never knew
phone.
that.
I just didn't answer. I didn't
You
answer.
blocked them.
I just thought that was weird. To me, I thought it was weird.
Yeah.
I feel you.
What happened to
I mean, that
just
is kind of
calling
weird,
me?
though.
What happened to just calling me? Just call me on the phone.
Man, well, shit, what happened to just writing letters? Technology. Technology.
Exactly.
Yes or no? Do you like
Yes, sir. With the little box.
I guess I'm old school. I guess I'm just old school. I guess I'm old school. Listen. You be surprised. A lot of people say, if they would have picked up on red flags, it's a lot of situations they wouldn't have been in. And sometimes you just have to pick up on certain things, like why are you doing? Like, you have to really pay attention. That's all I gotta say. Sometimes those are red flags.
Definitely have to be aware.
You
gotta be
have
aware
to
who
pay
you.
attention. Hey, how you pick up the phone? Hey, how you doing? Do you like? And it just seems like everybody is just texting now. Nobody wants to talk on the phone. Everybody's just texting.
I
I
hate
can't
that
get
shit.
with that.
That shit's
I
annoying,
can't
yo.
get with that. I can't get with that. So I'm old school. I want to hear your voice. I want to talk. Because to me, it seems like you're hiding something. You know, now everybody is texting people from WhatsApp. What's all that about? What
Okay.
happened to
Oh
regular
yeah,
Yo,
texting?
Swallow, you ready?
I got the
Where's the
WhatsApp. I got the.
where?
Yo,
So you that
Swallow.
means you're texting on WhatsApp because you
I'm
probably
about to
got
get her right
somebody in
now. You
the
ready?
house. They're not
Yeah,
going to
but
go
it's
to your
like,
app,
wait a minute. Does
No, I
Preezy
use
huh?
have another
I use WhatsApp to talk to people that's out of the country. That's what I
Right.
use.
That's what
All right.
I use.
I got a
Okay, did I
question.
knock myself out? I don't know.
I got a
That's
question
what
for
I
you,
use.
Breezy.
All this
Okay.
Snapchat. You know, it's just
Oh
too
no,
much going on.
Snapchat is made for the cheaters. That shit is
Right.
Word.
Yes. You text it, you send a text, then it
Oh,
disappears.
Donita, where she
It's too
go?
much.
and look,
It's too
and
much.
Telegram too. Telegram
Yes.
another
All
one.
right, Breezy. You said you hate texting. You want to hear their voice, right? Watch,
Sure.
watch this, Squalor. You can hear their voice on FaceTime, and you can see their
And you can
face.
see their facial expressions.
These motherfuckers. These dirty motherfuckers.
Hey, look,
Breezy, I
and
love you, baby.
you can analyze facial expressions. You can look the man right in his face and see if he being legit or not.
I
Not
was waiting for that shit.
not the second day now.
He
Not the
ain't
second day.
he ain't request your location, did he?
Now, if I would have answered, he probably would have.
That nigga, man, yeah, that's crazy.
He would have probably, yo, where you at? I'm around
Yeah.
the corner.
Word.
But y'all
I'm
up
outside
here,
right now. What you doing?
Everybody
Like, what? You outside?
likes to listen. Give me a challenge. Everybody, I don't care who you are. Everybody likes a challenge. Come on, you face video me. We just spoke not too long ago, and I'm already on video. Come on, no,
No,
you
but
know what I look like. You just saw
y'all in
me.
New
You
York.
just saw me.
Maybe
Y'all
you was
different up in New York,
captivated by
though.
your beauty.
Y'all different up in New York, so I get the precaution.
No, this
Y'all,
was in Delaware. This was in Delaware.
hey yo, I wouldn't trust nobody from Delaware. Hey, yo, you know what? You absolutely right. Okay,
This
I
was
don't
in
even.
Delaware. Delaware, okay?
Let me guess. Wilmington.
No, Newark.
Oh no, hell no. Yeah, I'm not even. Look, I was just up there. Nope.
She said, nope. All right, Freezy, what's your second question?
Yeah.
I'm scared. Shit.
Shit, we ain't gotta be scared, baby. You want to hold?
I'm ready.
Big black arms, baby. I'll hold you.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta be
Because
scared.
they still got to ask us a question. We almost an hour in. We
I'm
still
ready.
on number one. We gotta move it
Like,
along.
we gotta move this shit along,
Yeah.
baby. Let's go.
All right.
It's a question number two.
Why is it so hard for this is not for me, but I just looked up this question not too long ago.
Okay.
Why is it so hard for men to commit?
I don't think it's hard for men to commit. They just gotta want it. It's gotta be that person.
Okay, and so what makes that person?
It depends on the
And
man.
what are you looking for? This is the what are you looking for in a partner?
What am I looking for? Me. So it's complicated. It's a very complicated situation because a lot of things I want contradict themselves. So I
Freezy
need.
got the serious face like, nigga, you want to answer the question?
Huh?
All right, look. I'm gonna just give you the basics. I just need somebody who's understanding, somebody who is loyal, and somebody who is honest. That's
Are you those things?
Yes.
I was waiting for that shit.
Are you those
I believe I am.
I knew
things?
Freezy was
Yeah,
going to say that
I
shit.
believe I am.
Dabba, abba, yabba, dabba, do. Are you those things?
Yep. I am. That most definitely.
Because don't ask for stuff that you ain't giving.
Nah, I'm giving
You
back
know,
more though.
it's got to be reciprocated. And I don't think a lot of people understand what that word is. They don't know what it means.
They don't.
You want, but are you giving back?
I'm giving first.
Want loyalty, loyal.
I'm giving
Want
first.
truth,
So I
telling the
can't
truth.
give back. I'm giving first.
All right, so you said loyal. You want somebody loyal
Loyal, honest, and understanding.
and understanding.
That's the foundation of what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Those are must-haves.
All right. And the understanding part, what is it that they have to understand?
They have to understand anything. People go through stuff. We never know what's gonna happen.
Okay. You'll
So you
never
have to be
know what's
understanding.
going to happen. Okay.
Yeah, so
Meaning that you may take off one day?
Nah, meaning that
Oh
I
boy, here
might
we
get
go.
sick and get my leg
Freezy,
cut off,
Freezy going
or
ham right now,
or
boy.
I might be depressed on Monday. I might not want to talk. I might not want to deal with nobody. I don't need you taking that
Oh.
personally.
So you can stop. You can. So I gotta expect for not to hear you for 24 hours, right? I'm in a relationship with you, but you going through something, but I can't text or call you because you going through something. That's what you're telling me? That I can't speak to you for 24 hours.
It might not be 24 hours, but if I be like, yo, babe, I need some time. Give me a little bit of time. I'm gonna be back.
You gonna be back where? Jay-Z said that. Where you going? Where you gonna be back at? Where you going?
She
Where
said
you
Jay-Z
going?
said that.
And you see right there, you added to the depression. That's not understanding.
No, I'm not adding. I'm just concerned. No,
All right.
sweetie, I'm concerned because there's a lot of things that's going on in the world, and I need to know where you at. So what's the matter? What's going on?
I'll cut my location on. Just let me have my time.
Okay.
okay, but wait
You
a
gonna
minute.
cut?
Wait a minute. No, wait a minute.
Get him, Danita. Get him. Get him. Get him.
I heard from a man. I heard from out of a man's mouth. I cannot pinpoint it right now. But if a man goes through something and he does not communicate with you 24 hours, 2, 3, 4 days, that means that he does not trust you enough for the situation that he's going through. And if that's the point, y'all been together for a long time, then the relationship because
he's somewhere where he shouldn't be.
No. That's what
he said. He said it out his mouth.
And guess what?
I know it. No, Danita, you know what he doing? You know what he doing, girlfriend? You see, he got 2 phones. So he cut on the location to the second phone, but the first phone is where he's at. Don't play with it.
And maybe that type of behavior is the reason
y'all went through that. The reason why y'all speaking on that, because y'all went through that.
No, listen.
I didn't go through it. I know people. I know people that have gone through it. I know. I'm telling you personally.
Listen,
I have not gone through it.
Maybe the reason that I'm depressed in these spaces is that behavior right there. I can't take a walk
you know
down
you ain't getting that now.
I
now
can't
you're
walk around
definitely
the
not.
block. I can't get 5 minutes to myself.
Well,
But guess
I'll
what?
be on the bicycle right behind you.
But look, if it's a woman, they're gonna start quoting the Monica song. It's just one of them days. So we can't have one of them days.
You can.
Okay.
You can.
I gotta say something real quick.
You know, everybody needs their me time. I get it. I'm messing with you. You know, I'm just throwing stuff at you, but everybody needs their me time. But I think you have to have respect too. It has to be respect. You can't get on the phone. Hey, listen, I'm upset. I'm going through this. I don't feel like talking. That's when it's bad. Because you should be able to tell your partner, listen, you know, I had a bad day at work today. I just need to vent, you know, just need to chill a little bit. Okay, sweetie, I'm here. Let me know when you want to talk. I'm here. But not no 24 hours.
But that right there is an equivalent of when a woman's on her period. When a woman's on her period and she's going through her menstrual cramps, she don't want to talk. She want to be curled up in the fetal position. She wants to lay down in the bed. So as a man, are we supposed to, why you don't want to talk? What's going on?
Have you ever had cramps? Have you ever had cramps before? Have you ever had menstrual cramps?
I saw that coming.
Well, you ever went? Are y'all going through cramps? I guess y'all too get y'all periods too. I guess y'all get it too, right?
Yeah, you see, she's trying to deflect. She's not answering my question.
Of course.
She's trying to deflect.
Wait a minute. You can't use menstrual cramps because they hurt. So you can't use menstrual cramps as an example. That thing hurt, bro.
You know what hurt?
As an example of one of the reasonings of why women don't like to speak. That's what I'm saying. So for a man, going through a lot of stuff is like mental cramps. Put it like that. Then.
Oh shit.
Okay. You want to talk about it?
Put it like that.
You
Then. You
He
get
want
it?
needs to, nah, it's his time to answer the question.
Yeah, it's your turn.
I done forgot the damn question. What we arguing about
Me
again?
Well,
too. I ain't gonna lie. I forgot the
this
question.
y'all
No.
not staying on track. We got
You
to stay on
said
track. Y'all
you
forgot the
said
question.
why men don't
I
commit,
really
right?
forgot the
You said
question.
right.
He
Nah,
said
then
why
you,
men don't
yeah,
commit.
why men don't commit.
I'm
And
Okay.
like,
that,
Well,
and
I
and I had said
feel.
it's not hard for men to commit. It just has to be that person.
oh,
Well, I
what are you,
feel
and I
like
said, what are you looking for? That's what I said. What are you looking for? So what are you
Yeah.
looking for, me?
uh,
That would make you commit.
I have a problem committing. It's just well back then I did. I ain't gonna lie. You know, because back then I was a backsliding heathen, but now I'm a good wholesome man. Or I'm trying to be. But for me, it's more of a mental connection. You know what I'm saying? Like back then, I was very shallow. Like I always look for the women that look good, that would have everybody turning their heads like, "Yo, damn, who that? She look good." But now I'm at a point where it's all mental for me. Like I want to have a mental connection with you before anything, a mental and emotional connection with you. If I don't have those two things, you're not the one for me. Meaning, like if I'm doing something silly, you're not going to be like, "Oh, that nigga's acting like an asshole," and vice versa. If a female's doing something silly and that dude is like, damn, she acting stupid as fuck. Like I want synchronization. You feel what I'm saying? And like it's kind of hard to find that. Not saying it doesn't exist because it does exist, but it's kind of hard to find that because a lot of people have layers and guards in front of them to achieve that synchronization. So it depends on both parties involved. Like, am I willing to go through the layer peeling and the guard dogs and a sniper ready to blow my head off to get to this synchronization. So long
Right.
story short, mental emotional synchronization is what I look for.
Okay,
That's cool.
that's fair.
That's
It's
fair. What the
y'all
fuck
time
does
now.
that
It's
mean?
fair.
That's fair. Like, what the fuck is that?
Ding, 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 ding.
I
Very
mean, it
good.
sounds good. It sounds good. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
she
trying
got
to
to be
That's what I
mental.
want to
Yeah,
get.
she got
You see
on
how
the
I got to
mental
peel the
stability.
layers to get the truth? Go ahead, Donita. What you feel about my answer? I want to hear what you
I'm
feel.
saying it sound good. I mean,
You
I don't see
see?
actions going that way, but I mean, it sound good.
Nah, it always sound good, girl.
That is
All
crazy.
right, Squalla. Um, I'm gonna let you go. Ask your two questions about relationships that you want to ask the lovely females on our panel.
Okay. One of my questions is, and I understand that I'm talking to you guys, but I'm not. When I ask this question, this is like
An insult.
a what? Nah. So look, check it out. Why is it that how much love a man gets from a woman is based on his wages?
Oh yeah, that ain't me.
Like I
Yeah, I
said, I'm
like that
talking to
question,
y'all,
bro.
but I'm not talking to y'all unless the shoe
Right.
fits.
I
But
think it's just I think that's a very simple answer because that's just to me I'm always gonna go back on the type of woman. That's a type of woman. So if you get with a type of woman that bases statuses off of that, or will get with a man based on his financial status, then that's what you're gonna have. The only pushback I have on that is some men, they complain about the same thing, but when they meet these women, that's what they lead with. They don't lead with their intelligence. They don't lead with trying to be connected with them mentally. They lead with, hey, I can do this for you. I got this money. I can do this, whatever. And then when the woman only sees him or use him from that, then it's an issue. But that's what you led with. Ain't that what you wanted me to attract you with? And to me, that's that obviously is something within the men, obviously, that they haven't worked out, or maybe that's what they feel like is their most valuable work. But if you're gonna lead with money, expect that hand to be out. That's all I'm gonna say.
what if you
But
don't leave
I
with
do
money?
think
If you
that
start off
there is
that way, yeah.
a
If you
type
start
of
off that
woman.
way,
Yeah, it's a type of woman. Not me. I wish I can get somebody I can use, but
Me
unfortunately, it ain't
too.
ringing. Not
Me too. I be looking.
Oh my God. Hell.
Where they at? Where they at? Where they
And you see?
at? Where they at?
All right,
Oh
I
my
got something
I
to
God,
mean,
say.
I
please.
can
Can I
Where
say
are the
something?
sugar daddies?
look. Let
The sugar
me get my
papa.
fair
Where they
share.
at?
Let me
I
get
just want
my fair
somebody
share.
to just say, here, 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 baby, here, baby, here, baby,
Let
here.
me get my fair share.
You see?
That's all I'm
Okay,
saying. That's
can
all
I
I'm
say
saying.
something, Donita? Real quick, can I say something?
Yes, go
So,
ahead.
what do women of this generation ask for from a man?
Well, it depends on them, though. It's still like individual. Me personally, I ask for different
No,
things.
no,
It
no,
don't
no,
matter.
no, no, no. Not you personally. We're talking
Oh, you
about in
wanted to
this
say,
generation.
Fine.
You
I
want to
mean, a
know
lot,
what they
Yes.
ask
a
for?
lot of it
You want
is
to
Being
know
taken
what
money.
they
But
ask
care
for?
of.
They ask for niggas
yeah,
to
yeah.
take care of them and have money. That's what they ask for.
And buy
So if a
stupid shit.
man is turned on his TV and he's seeing these beautiful women saying, "You better have this and you better have that. You gotta have a big
Of
house and a
course he
nice
gonna
car
lead with
to
that.
get this pussy." These men, these weak-minded men, are gonna go chase that big house, that big car, big money, just to get that pussy.
But
So at
that's
the
on
end
them.
of the
That's on them. That's their characteristic because you don't feel like you have anything else valuable
because that's
to offer
what
to get
women
that
of this
woman.
generation ask us of.
No,
They
that's
don't
what
ask
some of
us to
them of
be
the
providers
generation.
and protectors. Some turn on the TV right now and tell me what you see.
Shit, I tell you
A lot
what.
of fake asses, a lot of
These
fake
girls,
asses,
these
a lot
girls
of fake
are.
asses
I
and
tell you
false
what. Listen,
waistline that
check
you
this out.
can't chase behind. That's why it's big because y'all the one paying attention. If you're
And I
not
have to.
paying
I'm
attention to
glad
it,
you
if you
said
stop
that.
running
Oh
after
my
it and you
God.
let us natural women show y'all how it's done, then you won't have that problem. But the
Check
Well, you
this
problem
want
out. Check
is
this out.
y'all the one building
I don't know what's
these
going
bodies.
on in Texas.
Y'all building them up, okay?
But I'm gonna let you know.
Y'all giving me attention.
Men do not like BBLs.
Now,
Men
well,
do
I can't
not
tell.
want no
I can't
goddamn
tell.
woman with no weird shaped ass and little
I can't
ass
tell.
popsicle stick legs. We do
Mm-mm.
not like that shit.
I can't tell. I can't
You
tell
because
because
you
I
watching
guarantee
too much
you,
TV.
no,
When normal
nine
man don't want that girl. We don't
nine
like
times out of
that.
ten,
That shit look crazy. It look
women are doing
crazy.
this for the attention of men,
They
and
not
why?
doing it for
Because
and guess
men are
what?
giving them the
That's
attention.
why people
That's
like
why.
Coyle Ray is winning.
ooh, wait. My question is gonna fuck this
Glorilla
shit
is
And
up.
she getting
winning.
shamed at the same
Shakari
time because
Richardson
of her
is
body.
Mm.
winning.
Because
Angel
men
Reese is winning.
have been
I'm trying
giving
to
these
tell
build
you,
the bodies
we don't like
attention,
that.
and
We're
that's why
not looking at
y'all need
Summer
to pay
Walker.
separately.
We ain't looking at Summer Walker. We're not barely looking at Nicki
Summer Walker.
Minaj. We ain't talking about these weird shaped women. They
They not
look
winning in the
weird.
Yo,
majority.
you sound like Bernie Mac right now, bro.
No, they're not winning in the majority
Yo,
because
dead
these
ass.
women are not going out getting these bodies for nothing. They're getting it for attention. Guess what?
And no,
They're
if you
getting
ask
the
a woman
attention.
why she get the
They're
body,
getting it.
she'll tell you, we not doing it for no man. So they not doing it for they if they doing
They're
they
doing it
lies
for
and they
attention.
don't because we don't
They're
like
doing
that
it for
shit. So they need to
attention.
stop.
You making
Attention.
Bernie Mac
I'm
proud of
gonna
heaven,
tell
bro.
you. No, no. And
You
then let me tell
channeling
you this.
inner
Let me
Bernie Mac right
let
now,
me
my
tell
nigga.
you. There was a questionnaire. Y'all probably seen it. Y'all probably seen it. And they asked like these women, a group of women, and then they asked a group of men. They asked a group of women. That's how I know I'm probably on the right side of this. They
Okay.
asked a group of women, what do you think men want? Natural bodies or BBLs?
All
About
the women
50,
said BBL and all the men
yeah, exactly.
and all
That's
the men
something.
said they wanted natural.
Natural bodies.
We
Yeah,
don't
I
want no
Please.
fucking
didn't say natural, but what? That's not my point. My point is women are getting it for attention because they're getting the attention. So they do think that I get this BBL, I'm gonna get this attention from this man. I'm gonna be able to get that house, that car, that money, and all I want because he's gonna be so glad to have me on his arm. He gonna do A, B, C, and D for me.
nah, that's because they looking at them niggas on TV. The average man do not want no weird ass shit like that.
I mean, it is weird looking, but
Listen to me, I'm telling you. Black men don't
Once
cheat. They
again,
damn sure don't
societal,
no
man.
goddamn woman with no BBL.
okay.
I'm trying to tell you, some men might like that, but the mass majority, we want a natural woman. We tell women y'all don't need makeup. We tell y'all don't need that. None of that shit that I be wearing.
But y'all go click on all the females with makeup and fake asses online. That's what happened. So you can say that you might not want that, for your woman, but if you go online and you clicking on all these pages and these women that's showing their ass and stuff, getting all this attention, that's what they gonna believe, because you already know men are visual.
Yeah,
Okay, so you a female. You a
But
female,
that
right?
don't mean just because you don't want that type of woman, that don't mean you ain't finna go pay that type of woman attention online or
I'm
like
about to tell you, we'll
or
smash
share
her,
the page
but we don't
or
want
share.
her. We'll fuck with her at the time, but we
I
ain't
mean,
not
that's all
taking
they
her.
need.
We're not taking her.
All
We're
that's
not taking her
attention.
home.
That's attention, though.
That girl meet me at a hotel. She don't know where I live.
I'm not playing with.
My
She don't
boy.
even.
My boy.
Danita, you want some? Danita, you want some?
Yeah, slide it through.
My boy. Yes.
See what I'm saying?
You see this double standard?
It's like
You see what I'm saying? We don't wanna. We just gonna smash. We don't wanna. We just gonna smash. We just
Do y'all
gonna
want
hit
the
it.
truth?
Hit it
You
and
want
quit
the
it
truth? I'm giving you the
and
truth.
get rid of it. That's it.
It ain't no hit and quit it. It's like playing with a toy. Like, what the fuck is it? We just want to touch it. We just want to see what this shit is. It hard? Is it soft? What the fuck
But
is
you
it?
don't want it.
Is it spongy?
But you don't want it.
Like,
Yo, to all the people watching this live right now, I need y'all to answer this question real quick. Does this nigga sound like Bernie Mac, bro? That's all I gotta say. Y'all can go back to it. Dead ass. Like, if I'm closing my eyes right now and just listen, I'm thinking it's Bernie Mac talking, bro. Dead ass, for real.
this man crazy. Oh, snap.
All right, Breezy, it's your turn. You gotta answer it now, honey.
Oh, I gotta answer a question.
The question he just asked.
Yes.
What I say? Oh yeah. Why about the finances?
Why
Oh,
women only want men for their finances?
I think finances are important. I mean, you expect for me to do everything? I can't do everything. You are supposed to be financial stable.
Mm-hmm.
What makes you think that finances is not important in a relationship?
No,
You think you're going to be taking me to the drive-through all the time at McDonald's?
What I'm saying is,
You know,
why?
can we go away? I have to pay for this trip again. You ain't gonna pay for nothing.
No,
But you want me to be like this all the time. But you're not gonna pay for nothing. You ain't paying for. Wait a minute. The thing is, finances are important. They are very important in a relationship. It is very important to be financially stable. Yes. Finance.
I have a counter question because
Counter two.
that was a beautiful answer, and you're absolutely right about that.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying is the amount, like, so if you're with a man and y'all been doing good, both of y'all got good jobs, both of y'all been providing for each other, everything is a team effort, and boom, he lost his job. He been trying to find a job. My man broke. It been 3 months now, but now he don't get no love. Now you looking at him, this bum ass nigga, and then you talking shit, like, you know what I'm saying? But just a few months ago, everything was on the up. It just so happened, an unfortunate event that nobody foreseen has happened. So now, in society's eyes, this man is useless to you. Society will even promote that it's useless to you.
I don't live my life due to society. That's number one. Now, if I'm with you, are we together, like living together? Are we in a marriage? What are we?
However you want to look at it, but during the
Well,
time,
what you want me for, baby? How you want me? That's what I'm asking.
How you want me, baby? Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need.
How you want me? Let me know so I can answer the question correctly.
Let's say
How you want Breezy?
He said deep down in that thing.
Let's say it's it's a mutual living situation.
Okay, so we together. Okay, all right. So you done lost your job,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I gotta deal with this bullshit. Wait a
Exactly.
minute. Wait a
Exactly.
minute. I got you. I'm
Thank
speaking
you.
for me. I got you. But I'm
Said I
also gonna
gotta deal
go
with
out
this
there.
bullshit.
I'm
So
gonna
if it's the
help
other
you.
way
We
around
gonna
and you lose
no
your job,
listen.
can a man say
Listen.
that to you? I gotta deal with this bullshit.
I'm speaking from being taught by a beautiful, wonderful woman.
Mm-hmm.
I got you. Okay? Because at the end of the day, you're my partner. And if you hurting, I'm hurting. So therefore, me and you, one weekend or one Friday, we gonna go out there. We gonna put in some applications. I'm gonna be with you, baby. But I'm gonna work with you because I'm not gonna see you fall. I'm not gonna
I
see
like that.
you fall. I'm supposed to lift you up and motivate you. So I got you. But I want you to get on your feet and try. Not sit
Right.
around and play Fortnite all day.
That's funny.
Hey, we gotta work together.
What?
Because at the end of the day, the bills
The
gotta
man,
get paid,
the
right?
man ain't
The
gonna
bills gotta
play
get paid.
Fortnite if
So
you don't buy the PS5.
if I'm working right now, will fall on me, but I want you to get yourself together too. Don't use and abuse me because you know I'm gonna do it.
Mhm.
That's what a partner's supposed to do. And I don't think people understand that. Because it's not gonna be 100 all the time. It's gonna be 80-20, 70-30, 60-40. We gotta
Mm-hmm.
work together, but keep that 100 no matter what it is. Keep that 100.
Well, I gotta share. I gotta make that a little clip and share that one. You just gave
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
you gave the game
And if
right there.
and if I am,
That's
let's say
right.
you are
That's
home.
right.
If you're home, can I at least get the house clean? Can you do something in the house while I'm out there working and trying to keep the food on the table for us? Can you help me like I'm helping you?
That's definitely reasonable.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah.
on and well, it's on and popping when I get home.
But guess what?
Hey, I see
Boy,
that.
I'm about to have them pork chops on the grill with them mashed potatoes in the pot.
That's how you know. Look.
It's all
So check this out.
listen, it's about teamwork. And I think people are losing that. They
Man.
forgetting. We a
So
team.
I'm 31, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so the women that are my same age, oh my God.
Them niggas can't
yo,
boil. They can't even boil water.
yo, it's like these girls will clown you for having a 9 to 5. They want you to be
Wow.
a drug. They want you to be a drug dealer.
Yeah,
They
them
don't.
certain type of women. Oh, y'all, guess what? On my phone.
Phone about to die. Girl, why you put
Well,
your
plug
phone on the
it in.
charger,
I've been
man?
keeping my phone plugged in.
Her phone
I
gone.
know, but I didn't even bring my charger. Hold up.
You better go find
You
that
better go
charger, girl.
get that charger, girl.
Okay. Oh, can y'all still see me? Cause I don't see y'all no more.
Frozen.
Yeah, you
Frozen.
stop.
I can hear you.
Oh my god. Okay, hold up.
That's funny.
Okay, hold up. Let me go get my charger.
But a lot of women in my
Along with
same
the
age group
questions,
are
I'll
very
catch everybody
difficult,
back. Hold up.
All right.
very difficult to deal with. Like I say, I'm not saying all. I cannot say 100%. But from my experiences, from what I see on social media, from what I hear from around the way, and I'm speaking on my age group, I say from ages 25 to 35.
Mm-hmm.
It's,
Maybe you need somebody older.
oh my gosh, I
I
tried
don't
that.
think that older people don't have their stuff together too, because a lot of older people don't have their stuff together. But maybe
I
you
was
need
about
to
to
get
say,
away, get away from your age group, and maybe try somebody that's been there, done that, just a little bit older. You know,
I
word.
feel that. I feel that.
I feel you
sometimes,
on that, breezy.
I educate you, you educate me.
Look, I even tried to date a white girl one
I feel
time.
you on that,
I
girl.
tried to date this white girl, and it was cool for a while. It was cool, but and then it wasn't.
Okay. And then it wasn't.
Then it wasn't.
But what happened? I mean, I'm not trying to get into your personal business, but
Nah, you good, you good. So I can tell you, that was probably my longest relationship with her.
and it was towards the end. So it just started. She just started feeling herself, I guess. Like she started changing, and she wanted more attention from everywhere. So it was one of them situations.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. So, what's your second question, Squala?
My second question, I would like to know why women are constantly saying everything men do is sassy nowadays. Like every time I go on social media, anytime a man says something, it's it's they say he giving feminine energy or he's sassy or something to that effect. It's like we can't complain, we can't say how we feel, but we can't do nothing. We can't do nothing. we can't I feel like society is making it seem that men are just here to pay for everything and shut the fuck up.
Mm. Okay. Do you think you should pay for everything?
No, not at all.
You
So
said that
you
shit mad
believe
quick.
that it should be
No.
50-50?
Uh, I mean, like as far as necessities, I mean, we can handle that. But I'm not gonna be buying you $50, $60 lunches, nails, hair, wig, all of that stuff is ridiculous.
Why
Mm.
is it
It's
ridiculous?
ridiculous because you don't need it. You got hair that
Okay,
grow out your head.
you,
You got nails that grow out your
well,
head.
that's your opinion though, that you feel that the person don't need it. But if the person that you're dealing with likes it, what's wrong with you doing things to make that person happy, whether she
I'll do
needs it or
it
not?
every
If
once in a
she wants
while.
it, you'll do
I'll,
what?
I'll do it every once in a while, but not
Every
every
once in
time she
a
wants it.
while.
Not every time she decides she wants it because at the end of the day, I don't believe in that shit.
Okay.
I don't
So
like
I
it.
guess you have to find a woman that doesn't, you have to find a woman that doesn't require that doesn't like that.
Even like there's a girl in my like she's kind of like a daughter to me, but she's not really my daughter. But I look out for her. But she even be trying to hit me up. I need some money for eyebrows. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
it's like, what are you doing to your eyebrows that cost $75?
Well, I
Well, that's a
mean,
fact. He said that shit cost $75 for fucking eyebrows,
I
bro.
mean, women do things to, if that's what makes her happy and she feels beautiful by doing it.
She need to not feel like that she gotta do that to be beautiful. That shit is crazy.
I mean, you can't really say that. If that's what makes them happy, if that's what makes a person happy,
It's
let them
society.
be.
Because if
It
you ask
really
the
It's a self
society,
hate
doesn't have
campaign.
nothing to do with
it
society.
does.
It
It's
just,
all
if you like
society. Because
something,
if you turn on the TV and you had a bunch of women walking around with bald heads, everybody would have a bald head. But you turn on the TV, you see these girls with these BBLs, these big titties, and the weave with the long hair. So then the person watching that is like, damn. So that means I gotta have the BBL and the big titties and the long hair with the long nails to be beautiful. It's the fact. Everything that
I don't know
we
about the
emulate
BBL.
now
I mean,
is
that's a
what we
personal
see
thing
on
with
TV.
BBLs. That's a
BBL
insecurity thing
is
with the
that shit is
BBLs. When women want to get their
that's
butts
different
done
from
and
makeup. That shit is
instead of
different.
going into the gym and working out, I mean, they want it right then and there. That's, women that do that, I don't know. Maybe it's self-love, but to each his own. If that
Yeah,
person wants to do it, let them do it. If they have the money to do it,
Self love is loving who you are as a person with no
right?
enhancements. Like, for
Yeah. But
example, I got a big ass fucking forehead. Okay, I turn on the TV and I see these niggas getting them little fucking hair implants to make their hairline. I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna accept, nigga, you got a big ass forehead.
But maybe
bro. Deal with
everybody
it.
can't.
That's
Maybe
life.
everybody can't accept their flaw.
Then that's not self
That's
love.
why we got therapists.
That's not true. That's not really true about self-love. Self-love, just because you don't accept your flaw, that doesn't mean you don't love yourself.
Your flaw is who you are as a person.
But the United
So what?
States
Uh,
ran a
But you can
self-hate
have a flaw.
campaign
You can have
on
a
black people.
personality flaw. You can have a personality flaw. That mean that you don't love yourself?
Okay, I'm not sitting there saying you don't love yourself, but fix that flaw yourself. Don't pay for enhancements to try to fast track fixing it. Go to see a counselor. If you have a personality flaw or a personality deficiency or whatever it is, look up somebody that specializes in that, speak to that person, and fix it.
Are we perfect?
Nobody's
Nobody is.
perfect, baby. But what I'm trying to
Nobody's
explain
perfect.
to
So
you
no
is
matter what,
everybody looks for the quickest solution to the problem when all you're doing is putting a band-aid on it.
Look at Lil Kim. She was
Exactly
going.
my point.
okay.
Lil Kim
Well,
is a good example. She thought that Lil
she
Kim
was,
was
but
beautiful,
she wasn't happy.
but you want to know why? Because she turned on that TV. Because she even said in the interview herself, she said when she turned on the TV, she seen the white girls with the pointy noses and the
And
pointed up eyes
those are
and the fair
insecurities.
skin
Those are
and the fair skin.
insecurities.
Okay, but turn on that. But that's what I'm trying to explain to you. That's not self love. It's an insecurity that is brought on to what you see on TV. Self love is looking in the mirror and saying, "This is who I am. What can I do to enhance myself without paying money for it?" Like, for example, back to my big ass forehead. Am I going to sit up there and get the little fucking men think they be getting with the little indents to bring my hairline down? Or am I going to look in the mirror and say, you know what? This is who I am. What am I going to do to
Look,
enhance my self love
it's
for
men out
myself?
here. It's
Well,
men out
maybe
here
people
getting kneecap
can't do that.
surgery. It's
Then
men out
that's
here.
not self love, then.
Yeah, that's not. It's men out here
It's
getting
not.
kneecap surgery to make themselves taller.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not self
Sometimes
love.
people go to the extreme. People do go to the extreme about they go to the extreme. But are we here to judge?
Hell no. We're
We,
We
not here to
can't.
judge.
We can't judge anyone as to what the decisions they make for themselves or in their life.
I
We
feel that. I feel that.
have to
Of
love and
course.
accept them. We have to love and accept them, no matter what. So if they choose to do that, love and accept it. And if you can't, then you have to move on.
But we do have to actually acknowledge that the United States ran a self-hate campaign on everybody by
Word.
promoting
I seen.
by
Yeah.
promoting wigs, by promoting BBLs, by promoting eyelashes and makeup, and all of that stuff was a self-hate campaign used to pervert your features, your natural
But
features, in order
what if
to
you just wear it for style?
they make you think it's style. It's not style.
That's not
Like I
true.
was saying earlier,
That's not true.
you turn on the TV and see it as a style. I guarantee you, like I said earlier, if you turn on the TV and you see a bunch of women with bald heads, every time you
Oh,
turn on the
shit.
TV, women are going
Bald-headed
to start
lie.
getting bald heads.
Bald-headed lie.
But that's the
Bald-headed.
style. If that's the
Now,
style,
wait
That's
a
the
minute.
style.
I,
Exactly my point.
but wait a minute. You can't do that because there's women that wear wigs and stuff like that for style. Now, I wear wigs.
So
Do I
what's your
self-love?
question?
Do I self-hate myself because I like
I'm
to
not
switch up
saying
and
you
do stuff
don't.
like that?
I'm not saying you don't. I'm not saying that. Like, I'm not trying to judge. But what I'm just saying is, I just feel like we have to tap into ourselves as a person and dig out that self love and just naturally love
Okay, good point.
ourselves.
Good point, Candace. She says some people have alopecia and cancer. That's why they wear wigs.
that's
So
different.
That's
would you,
different. That's a disease that
That's
you
a
got.
medical. That's a medical. But for you to look at your natural hair
Yo,
and
can't
say
yo,
it's not
it
going to
was in the
work, I
rise
have
for
to go
you,
get
son. I'm telling you,
tracks.
Freezy.
It's women who won't walk out the house if they don't got that ugly ass hat on or that damn or they gotta have tracks. They get their real hair. Their real hair be long as hell, and they get it tucked in to some type of shit. And
right?
yo,
Okay, so is that a problem for you men that
No,
women
I
I'm
mean
not saying
not
that's
a
a
wear
problem
problem.
with me at
wigs
all.
or
That's not a
wear?
problem. That's not a problem if you doing what you want to do. I'm not
Right.
saying. What I'm saying is, I'm trying to make the point or piggyback on what Meek is saying is self-love and what's not. So if you feel like you have to go and wear another person's hair in order for your style to fit and you to look a certain type of way, when you have hair on your head that you can manipulate and style yourself, is the point I'm trying to make.
But maybe they don't want to. Does that make them a bad person, or
No,
does that
it
make them
doesn't.
any less than who they
I'm not saying
are?
they're a bad person. I'm not saying anybody's a bad person. I'm just saying.
Like, what I'm basically trying to say is, it's like when you in a house. Let's just say, for example, if you have alopecia, if you have cancer, or whatever it may be. When you come home, I want you to know, baby, I don't want to see you all of that makeup. I don't want to see you with a wig because you look beautiful the way that you are.
You don't.
Now, because if you have low self-esteem issues and you want to go outside, and when you do go outside, you want to put that wig on, that's on you.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But it's just like, I want you to know I love you for who you are
Yeah,
But
we
and
don't.
what you look like.
We don't want
Because
you
the
right,
to
reason
feel like
and
you
that's
why
have
I'm
to do
saying
these.
and
that is because we're
that's fine.
buying this.
But if that makes her happy, then let her
But
be.
why does it make you happy from what you
Because
see on TV?
she no, it has nothing to do with TV. Maybe it's what she likes. Why can't we love people no matter what? Somebody could say, a woman could say, she don't like dealing with a guy with locks. That's her opinion, right?
Hmm.
Maybe
Yeah,
somebody
of
could say,
course.
I don't deal with guys with short haircuts. That's their opinion.
Hmm.
Everybody has their opinion. But I think that's what's wrong with society. Everybody's so you're nitpicking at every little thing that the person either is wearing or how they look. And that's the problem. It's the society makes you look at, oh, well, I don't want nobody that has this, or I don't want nobody to wear that. Meanwhile, that could be the best person that comes into your life. But you so nitpicking on how this person appearance is, that's what's more important to you than their personality. Now, I get it. You have to be attracted to the person that you are looking at. I get it. But if we're going to nitpick at every little thing that a person has or don't have, then how is anything going to work? If that person wants to get up every morning and put on makeup or do whatever, love her for who she is and what she brings to the table. If
But
she's beautiful inside and out, whether she
why is
has
she
this
putting on
on or
makeup
not.
though? Why is she
But
putting on makeup and eyelashes? Why?
maybe she has features that are not making her feel happy. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe she has scars on her face. You can't just say, "Oh, baby, I love you," whether you wear that makeup or not. But if she's saying this is what makes me happy, if I put makeup on and it makes me happy, why can't you accept that?
We accept it. We just don't want you to feel like you have to do these things.
But I'm pretty sure women don't feel that way. They wear makeup because they like it. And then there might be some others that have to wear makeup because they're not happy of what they see. And it doesn't mean that they don't like it. But maybe that scar brings back memories. Maybe that scar was from an abusive relationship. Maybe that scar is from sickness or something that she's dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So I think people are being too judgmental on people of what they're putting on or whatever. If you love that person, love them for the inside and not so much of the outside. Because a lot of you guys be looking for the doll babies out here, and they're no good.
Because that's
And
all
I
that's out
want,
in the
and
fucking.
I
That's,
want the woman to, I want the woman to love us for what's inside our heart and not what's inside our wallet. Because, God damn it, it's more to.
All
exactly
right there, sugar bear.
my
We'll
point.
love you.
Exactly
We'll love you.
my
Well,
point.
obviously, you're not choosing the right women. That's what it is.
And
Stop looking for
obviously,
these women that are about that life.
I tell you some crazy shit that happened. I was talking to this girl for like 3 minutes, and I'm not exaggerating when I say 3 minutes.
mhm.
In the middle of the conversation, Literally, we on the phone. I get a text from her. It's her Cash App.
What?
Where you meeting these women at? It has a lot to do with that too.
Yo, the text message was her Cash App.
Yeah,
So
bro.
she basically charged you for a conversation.
It was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. When I said, "Why you send me your Cash App?" She said, "Just in case."
Where you meeting these women at?
The DMV, that's where you from, right?
Yeah.
That's where the fuck you mean, man.
Stay off that
Right.
social media. Because the same thing she say to you, she done said to 10 guys already. And that's vice versa.
Yeah, but guess what?
Okay,
The difference between me and them is I'm not sending her shit. I actually, that was the last time I talked to her.
So, Donita, whenever you're ready, let me know.
I got offended. I was offended. I was majorly offended.
I would too.
That's what it is. I mean, people, hey, listen, people are looking for people to take care of them. And that's what it's about. It's about that. I'm looking for somebody to take care of me. That's what they thinking.
Yo, I'm telling you, Giggles is your sidekick, bro. She is the
Oh, that's my ride or die,
bro.
That's my ride or die.
You ready, Donita? Okay, dead ass. I'm gonna get you on a platform with me too, because me and you gonna be going at it, nigga.
So check this out.
You know, Giggles.
Right.
All right, well, good, because now I got the questions I want to ask, and Donita is about to get back on the scene. So let's get it.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Wait, because
period, nigga.
It sound like a question about makeup.
Period. You heard?
I said, what question was that? It sound like a question about makeup.
Oh God.
Oh, why we wear it? Why we wear it? We don't have self-love if we wear it.
My
We put
question.
on wigs and all that stuff. We don't have self-love if we put on a little eyeliner, a little makeup, whatever. We don't love ourselves. We don't love ourselves. Some of you men need to put on some makeup.
I didn't say that. Nobody said that. So well, we said that, but it's different.
Makeup is to enhance your beauty that's already there. It enhances it. That's all.
All right, so I'm gonna give you.
It's like
okay, so you say it's an enhancement to your beauty, right? How would you like it if a guy was to put a fucking cucumber in his pants to make his dick look big, and then when you go to the crib to fuck, he got a dick this big? It's enhancements, right?
No, that ain't no enhancement. That's food. That's time.
You be having the worst examples, bro. Yo, bro, you be having the worst examples. You be having the worst. These examples don't even make sense.
It's the same thing.
Well, we'll make a salad. We'll make a salad. Okay? We'll make a salad. It's not that cucumber is not gonna go to. We are not gonna throw that cucumber away, okay?
And that girl go in the bathroom and take off her eyelashes and wipe off her 10 pounds of makeup.
Oh
and
my
she look
God!
like a fucking
she
gorilla.
come back outside a whole other person.
Well, get the banana.
No, you don't.
Get the banana. Forget the cucumber and get the banana.
Get the banana.
Get the banana. If she look like a gorilla, get the banana. You pull out the cucumber, well, I'll get the banana.
And you talking about that new age makeup. A lot of us, we don't be wearing that new age makeup.
Love me for who I am and what I bring.
Older than you. She said you gotta find somebody older.
Love me for who I am. If I snatch it off, help me put it back on. Make sure the part is right.
All right, you ready for my questions?
Okay, well, okay, I ain't missed that much. Okay. All right.
My first question is, why?
Are we still in a relationship, though?
Yeah, word.
Oh, my God. Y'all, now we gonna have to get this moving along.
Word. That's what I'm like. Yeah, I already know what type of time you on Donita. You like, nigga, we on a relationship still?
Yes, we gotta get up to this and get going.
Right.
Yo, I don't know, man. Listen, we'll talk later. Y'all gotta come to this podcast in Florida. Go ahead.
All right.
We gotta hook up.
Go. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
In relationships, in some situations with some women, why is manipulation the first tactic they resort to get what they want?
I couldn't hear you. What you
Okay. I said in some situations with some women, Why do women use manipulation tactics as a source to get to what they want?
What do they use? What do they
Go ahead,
say?
go first.
What do they use? What do they say?
Meaning, like, for
He said
example, like a girl
manipulation.
could be like, "Oh, babe, I really want those new shoes. You know, they just came out, and I know they look good, and they will look good on me. Babe, I ain't got it right now. Well, since you ain't got the money right now, you ain't getting no pussy. Manipulation tactic.
Ooh, but you know what? Wait a minute though, because I think it was on another one. That's
Mhm.
kind of the same tactic to get men to do things though. So what is that supposed to be, a negative type thing? Because what I was told by another man, let's say if I wanted him to take out the trash or something, instead of like directly
Right.
keep saying to him like take the trash out, take the trash out, take the trash out, they said to be like more like, oh babe, can you take the trash out? You know, kind of something like that. But technically I want to just tell your ass to take the trash out.
Then that's
But
not a real man, because a real man is gonna take the trash out without you asking him. So that's not a
oh
real
well,
man.
you
Yeah,
crushed
that's
my
why I was like, take the trash out now.
You know
Y'all
what I'm
take the
saying?
trash out all the time.
men
Yeah,
take a
I live
long time.
alone. I don't got no choice.
Oh, well, that's different.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
go ahead, President. You can answer his question then first.
Yeah.
Why
Let
do
me
it? I
think about it.
don't
Why
listen.
why do women use manipulation tactics to get what they want?
I still think that's a type of
Why
woman, but
they use it? I guess
That's
that's
why I
just how they
said
got it.
before I answered, before I asked you, I said some situations with some women. You gotta listen, Donita. You ain't catch that, girl.
I didn't catch it. I didn't catch it. Okay.
So that's all.
Because sex people put sex as an important thing,
Mhm.
and that's what they do. They say it rules, right? Look what happened to a lot of situations where women use what they got to get what they want. That's how they think. Not all women think that way, but you do want it, right? You like it, so they're gonna use what they got to get what they want.
Okay.
Because
If it works,
are,
it works, right?
If it
yeah,
ain't
because I
broke,
was
don't fix it.
saying,
Yeah.
are you talking in regards to holding back the vagina to get their
Right.
way
I
with the
think
man?
that's what he's
Is that what you
saying.
I mean, like, it depends on the manipulation tactic the woman uses that works for them. You know, it could be holding back the vagina, or it could be anything. Like, I'm not gonna put on this lingerie for you because you ain't do what I asked you to do. Like, why do women feel like they have to use that to get what they want versus just vocalizing what they want?
Because it's been working. Ain't nobody gonna keep doing something that ain't been working. So the type of man that woman has been with, that has worked with.
Mm.
So if she's able to do that to you, that means she's done it before and
And
it
it
has
worked.
worked. So
Yeah.
she's gonna continue
Yeah.
to do it.
Okay.
I
All
like
right.
that, Candy. Take sex out of the equation, and you'll see some people have nothing else to offer. That's right. So
That's true.
if that's the most important thing in our
That's
relationship, then
true,
something is
Gable. That's
wrong.
true.
Something is wrong. I gotta say, nah, 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 boo, boo, you're not gonna get it. In order for you to do something, I gotta,
Yeah.
I have to use my my diamond
You see,
for
I
you
ain't
to
saying
take out
nothing
the
to no.
trash or
Listen,
wash
I
the
ain't saying
dishes.
nothing.
Well, I don't want a relationship like that.
Yeah.
I,
And some people
But
I
have
don't want to have to use that. That's not what this is for.
Donita, I really like your answer because it's true. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it's been working, why change it? And that's just what it is. That goes both ways for men and women. You know what I'm
But
saying?
after a
yeah.
while, a
Most
person
people
get
have.
tired of that now. Every time I turn around back here, you keep using that.
All right.
You keep
Now,
using that as an excuse.
y'all ready? Because we about to start arguing right now on my second question regarding relationships. Ready?
Yeah.
Why do women lack submissiveness in relationships? Told you.
Wagwan!
Walk, walk.
Why do
Wagwan!
women like submissiveness? I can go first on that
that's a
because
great question.
I know
Submissive. I
she
can't
might
even
have
spell that
something.
word.
No, she might have something more
I can't even spell that word.
profound to
Submissive.
say,
Right, Danny.
but
Hey, the
let
floor
me
is
make
yours,
sure I
baby.
hear the question too.
Go ahead. You want me to
Let me make
repeat
sure I
it?
hear the question. You saying why do women lack submissiveness?
Why do women don't know how to be submissive? Basically, is what I said.
Oh,
Bomba.
because the person is asking for the submission. That's what the problem is. Well, at least that's my experience.
Okay. No, say that
I
again. I
don't.
didn't hear you. Repeat that one
The
more time.
person that's asking of the submission. So, like I was speaking to I think Preezy earlier. I don't have me personally. I don't have a problem being submissive.
Right.
If you show yourself to be a man, that's why I asked y'all at the very beginning. What is your characteristics
Of a man,
of
yeah.
what you define as a man?
Right.
Because maybe that's where the communication problem is of a definite how women see a man and how men see a man. Like what characteristics that. That's why I asked, but. I don't have a problem with submitting to a man. I'm not going to submit to a man that is not leading in the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
if everything on me, you know, as far as when problems need to be worked out or finances or resources, and you looking at me to figure that out, then how would I submit to you?
Right.
Because I'm not even going to. First of all, I'm already feeling some type of way that I'm having to figure everything out on my own. I got a whole man laying on me.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah,
gotta be the plumber, the carpenter.
Yeah, that's the worst feeling in the world to be laid up with somebody, having this thought process of what you feel like a man should be, or what a
Mm-hmm.
man should be doing, and when shit hit the fan, it's all on you. But then this man to come back around and want you to see him as a man of the house.
Right.
But you want the title, but you don't want the responsibilities that come with the
Mm-hmm.
title.
Whatever
So
you like.
give me something to submit to, and I will submit.
Whatever you like.
I will submit. That's just simple. I am very, people don't see it, but I'm a very submissive
Hashtag
person.
coming to
But
America.
I'm not submitting to
Hi,
anybody.
baby. You want some Heineken? You want me to open it
I
for you
mean, the
too? You want a
sky is the
napkin?
limit when we can get together with the communication and
Mm-hmm.
understand each other. I promise you, the sky be the limit with women. Like men they just don't know.
I think I have never, well, I ain't gonna say never, but most of the time I meet women, they usually are more on the submission side.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't really say that they not, as far as my
Shit.
personal experience.
Where the hell they at? I'm about to come to where you live at, bro.
They like, but as far as the manipulation shit, oh yeah, that's 100% present.
Shit,
You gotta let them know.
I
Oh,
meet, they
yeah.
be trying like they fucking Mike Tyson and want to square up with a nigga.
But yeah, you know what? Though
Baby.
you know what? It's probably I don't really deal with them type of girl. Like if a girl get to talking like too, like I observe before I even do anything. If I see a girl like if we're at the bar and she get the madden up, like, hey yo son, you seen the fucking touchdown? I'm like, I'm not even gonna. Nah, hell no, hell no.
Niggas know your son.
I can't. Like she too hype.
Yeah, but she's operating in masculine energy. She's operating in masculine energy.
I can't. Yeah, I'm not.
But
Even, yeah, no, I'm not.
All right.
Priest got to answer it now, though.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What you say? You got to answer it now.
What was the question?
Why don't women know how to be submissive?
We very submissive. We very submissive.
What do
Bullshit.
you mean?
The
What do you
modern
want
women
us?
now? I
How
don't
would you
know.
like for us to be submissive?
You asking from a personal, me
Yeah,
personally, or
yeah. I mean, what is submissive? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
it varies according to the man.
Okay, I can
Some
be
men,
submissive. I can be submissive. Not a fool, but
okay,
I can be submissive. Not a
so you
fool.
can.
Know the difference. Not a fool. I can be submissive. I can listen and know what you want and give you what you want, but not a fool. See, it's a difference. You know, you do what you're supposed to do, you know, but I'm not going to be a fool where you're talking down to me. Because a lot of these guys, when they say submissive, it sounds like a slave.
Exactly, it goes according to
It
the
sounds
woman.
like
My point
now. Don't get me
exactly, because
wrong.
if you go,
Everybody plays their part in a relationship. But that's why I always ask, when you say submissive, what are you saying? What do you want the woman to do?
okay,
What is it that you like? What do
When
you
I was
want
gonna
us?
say,
What do you want us to do? What is it that you need for women to do? What do you want us to do? If we
I'm
were
going to
together,
say this.
what would you like?
For me personally,
Forget about the sex, because listen, the sex is the icing on the cake. I don't want to even talk about sex because that's the problem today. Sex, 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 sex. When you run out of that and you're tired and you can't get it up no more, then what is it? We're gonna be sitting in the house and rocking chairs like this, watching Martin.
yeah,
You understand
hell
what I'm
yeah.
saying? It has to be
Somebody
more.
pick up the
A
phone.
relationship has to be more than that.
than sex.
What?
And that's why I'm gonna ask you, me too. Hold up, before you answer that, because when you say, I'm gonna tell you what I feel like I understand submissive to be, and that's just for a woman to operate in feminine energy. That's
Mhm.
what I correlate submissive to be. What do
That's
you
what
correlate it to
I'm
be? What
asking.
is
Yeah. What is
That,
it?
submissiveness?
what you just said just now, being in tune with your feminine energy. You just said it. I was literally going to say that same shit just now.
And what is
I
that?
was literally going to say that.
What is that?
Me, meaning in a sense of, okay, so you're talking about for me personally.
Mm-hmm.
For me personally, my definition of a submissive woman is if I know how to do something that you don't know how to do, don't challenge me about it. Like just say, for example, if I know how to fix a sink, don't sit up there and tell me, you sure you know what you're doing? You sure you got it? You need help? I could call my brother. I could call my uncle. I got you. No, nigga, let me fix this fucking sink. Or don't say, nah, you doing it wrong. Let me do it. No. For example, if a woman's in the kitchen and she's chefing it up and a man comes in the kitchen, oh, I can do better than that. I could do better than you. A female ain't gonna want to hear that. A female gonna want to hear, babe, when the food is done, let me know. And when you finish cooking, I'll wash the dishes.
Okay.
That's what I mean. I'm not
Okay.
talking about, I'm not talking about in a sense of, bitch, didn't I say shut up? Shut the fuck up, bitch. I'm not saying that. Because that right there, like
That's
you said,
disrespect.
that's disrespect. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. The Americanized woman look at submission just like that. That I gotta do what he says when he says and shut the fuck up.
And let's
And
not be
in some
slaves.
cases, exactly according to the man, because some men are like that. Some men just want to
Yeah.
manipulate and control women and make them do whatever the fuck
That's
they want. But
what
some
I'm
men,
talking about.
you feel what I'm saying? But some men are just like, if I'm trying to lead, let me lead. If I have experience in something, don't challenge me. Let me do it and be by my side. And if I do fuck up, let's sit down together and figure out what we can do to fix it, and vice versa. Like, for example, if a woman is in the kitchen and she's trying to make mac and cheese and the mac and cheese comes out fucked up, instead of me saying to you, see, you stupid ass bitch, I could have did it better than you,
Oh
we gonna
God.
sit down together. I gotta be
That,
vulgar with it.
that shouldn't
We
even come up. That
Oh,
talking,
no,
that
I'm
talking
not saying,
shouldn't
no,
even come out your
listen.
mouth like
What I'm
that.
trying to explain to you is
mac
some
and
men,
cheese.
I'm just being honest with you. Some men talk like that. Some men
No,
talk like
no,
that. Just like some women are disrespectful and would be like, you stupid ass nigga. You feel
no,
what I'm saying? I'm not saying,
no.
no, hear me out.
Oh,
But I'm using it
stop.
as an
That's
example.
funny.
I like to use
That is
realistic examples
verbal
because
abuse. That is verbal abuse.
women disrespect men, some by being verbal, and men disrespect women by being verbal. So that's why I'm using an example as a realistic societal example, not based off how you live, Preezy, or how you live, Donita. That's what I'm basically trying to say. I'm not saying that a man is supposed to do that, but in some situations that happens. So instead of
So
you
let the
doing
man
that,
take control. Let the man take
so
control.
so let's hold on, I'm not finished. Let's get together and look over YouTube how to make better mac and cheese. And how about
YouTube.
this, baby? We'll do it together.
We got to be looking for the right people on YouTube. Let me ask you this, because I'm a person of growth, and I know for a fact I have an issue.
Mhm.
If I don't trust your leadership to begin with, that means being shaky from the beginning, then it's going to be hard for me to sit back and allow you
Now,
to
you know
do
what you got to
something.
do, Donita? You got to do this. You got to hit her with the little
I know, but wait
Roscoe.
a minute. Let me
Bye-bye.
tell you what I'm going to say. Let me tell you what I'm going to say first. So, I know that has been a challenge, so I can admit that. That's why I'm saying to you, because that's what this conversation is supposed to be about
Right.
anyway. So I can admit some of those type traits, because if I've experienced it and then I see you not to do it wrong, I'm gonna have some pushback for the most part. But what if it's a stupid situation? Because this has happened too, and you're about to get scammed out of money we don't have.
Okay.
And I step in and I'm like, do not do that, because I know that seemed like some
Mhm.
That's
some scary. Look,
some different shit
I
though.
sat back and like, this nigga finna lose this money.
Yeah, at that point,
Now
yeah,
I gotta
speak up.
call
Like,
you,
oh,
boy.
hey, what the fuck?
I'm supposed to sit back and not say nothing, and then I said something, and he still snuck around and did it.
Mhm.
Guess what?
Because some men
Lost
don't like to
it.
take advice from
That's
women.
not the same as being
Yeah, and
submissive.
that's
Y'all
my
don't like to
point.
take
That's
advice
what I'm
from
trying
us
to make.
because it's an ego
No,
Say it
That's
thing.
not
again,
the
Swalla.
that's not the same as being submissive or
There we
not.
go. You
That's
see how they
you.
trying
no,
That's
to
but we got
go
on
to
the
a
topic of
different place?
leadership.
so. Check this out. If you notice that a person is doing something that's wrong and you speak up about it, and they choose not to listen, that is their own stupidity. That ain't got nothing to
Yeah,
do
but
with
it might
submissive or
affect
not.
us.
But he wanted me to trust
So
him.
if
That
it
was his
affects
words.
y'all,
He said, I'm the man, trust me.
Look,
so if it
I'm
affects
the
y'all,
man,
and you know
trust
he
me.
can't lead
And I'm
it
saying, that
effectively,
ain't going to go
Meanwhile,
why
right.
are you still
we
there?
sitting
Why are
outside
you
like
still
Martin and
there?
Gina, sitting outside on the couch like Martin and Gina, and we ain't got no place to live because you decided not to listen to
that's
me.
manipulation. So he told you, "I'm the man. Trust me." He
Trust
used
me.
his
I got
masculinity
this. I
to.
believe it.
No, yeah, that's
And
not
you
the
know, and I
same.
figured out
That's
it was
not.
some girl he was trying to hit that he was letting scam him. That's what it was. That's why he believed it. Because it was some girl at work he all, mesmerized by, and she scammed his ass right up out that money.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, that happened to me too a couple of times. I got
Oh
scammed out
shit.
of like 1,500.
Mm.
Oh
I didn't have
shit.
a girl around me to tell me not to do it though,
Y'all
but
gotta listen to us
I
sometime,
mean the
though.
scammer.
You
They
gotta
don't
listen.
want to listen to us because they
We a
think that,
team. We a
we telling
team.
them
And
what to
sometimes we
do.
don't.
the
They think
same
we're
reason
telling them
why
what
you
to do.
said about submission. You feel like submission is a man telling you what to do, correct? You just said that, Preezy.
No,
What
Don't retract.
did I say?
You said
What I
no,
say?
I
submission
say that.
sounds like
No.
slavery. You didn't say that?
I said no. It's the way certain people the way certain
Go ahead.
people
Go ahead.
the way certain people talk about submissive, it does make you feel like, well, what do you? That's why I asked you, what is
What does
submissive
it
to
make
you?
you?
What
What does
would
it
you
make
like for
you
us to
feel
do?
like? Because if
Because
a
some
woman says
people,
to me, "I want you to be submissive," I'm going up based on how I personally feel about it, not what society says. You just said yourself that society makes submission sound like slavery. You just
no,
said that.
some guys make it seem like you're gonna be a slave or
How
something.
does it make you feel though?
I don't care about being submissive. I just said, as long as I'm. It's one thing to be submissive,
Yeah,
but
I
not
got it.
stupid.
Okay.
You
So
ain't got me,
I
baby.
think submissive
You
is
ain't
the wrong
I
word.
know.
got me.
I
I
work with
don't
You
think submissive is the
ain't got me.
correct word.
Right. So I'm saying it's okay to be submissive, but not stupid. It's a difference.
okay.
All right.
It's a
Nah, but
difference.
Please,
I
I'm fucking
will.
with you.
No, I like that. I told you
I'm
I
fucking
like a
with you.
challenge. I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
like
fucking
no.
with you.
Give me the challenge. I love it. I love it.
I love
I
being
bet you I
submissive.
make better
I
pork
just
chops than
wish.
you.
What did he say?
You
He said
probably
something.
do,
I bet I make better pork chops than you.
and you
Oh,
probably,
you probably make
and
it
you
better
know
than
what?
me,
And I like that. That's fine. Cook.
especially if it's
Cook,
on the
nigga.
I
pizza.
love it.
Especially on
I
the pizza.
think that's sexy. Cook. I love it. I
Yes.
love it.
Cook,
Come
nigga.
on.
I love
They don't
it.
don't know us. They don't know
I
us.
love it, and I'll set the table.
Okay.
All right.
And choose
You
on
know
what's
what
on the
it is?
grill.
They messing with
Okay.
these. They messing with these
You probably
knuckleheads.
right.
That's what it
You,
is.
you
Y'all
right, baby.
messing with
You
knuckleheads.
right.
You're messing with
You
I
right.
would love it to come in the house and see you cooking. I'll be like, ooh,
Mm. It's gonna
baby,
go
that
down.
is
It's
so
gonna go down tonight.
that's sexy. What?
That's why
Yes.
I
I'm
cook
You
hoping.
every
cooking?
day.
Yes.
Come behind
I
you,
cook
Yes.
all
smack
day,
your
every
butt,
day. I be making
smack your
salmon.
butt.
I be
Look at
making
my baby
salmon.
cooking for me. Look
Look,
at
I be
my
making.
I
baby
know.
cooking.
Turn you on. It's an instant turn on.
Yeah, she said,
What?
turn you on. Turn you on now.
I'll go right on the balcony. Someone to care.
Oh shit!
Someone.
Oh,
Look, try to do
What?
some stuff.
My man is cooking for me.
But hold
Oh, that's a
on.
blessing.
Squally just said he be cooking, so that sounds like an invite. So you gonna DM
Uh,
you gonna DM us your
no.
address so we can
I'm
come
a
give
hop,
you a
skipping
crib to get some
away.
I
food.
cook
What you
all
want me
day,
to
every
take?
day.
The Amtrak?
Look, I
I'm
just
8 minutes
made.
from the
I
Amtrak. What's
made
up?
shrimp scampi yesterday. I made shrimp
That's
scampi
what I'm
yesterday.
talking about.
Amtrak.
Well, Squall, I'm
We
coming to
catching
your
that.
crib, bro.
I'm about to make once we get off here. I'm about to make some salmon, bro. Some lemon
See?
pepper salmon
That's what
Man,
I'm
this
talking about.
with the
motherfucker, you ain't saying nothing but a
asparagus,
word, dog.
with the
My ass gonna
asparagus,
be
and
over
I
there
use
in your
real
crib at
lemon juice with my
2:45.
shit.
That's what's up.
We here.
Yep.
That's
The,
I
the,
Good.
think that's nice.
the life of
Why
a single
why
male
can't
that lives
things be
alone.
you might be able to teach me some things. You just said he make better pork chops, right? Well, show me. Teach me.
I show you, baby. Man, I got
Ooh.
you. I show you, girl. Fuck out of here. Don't be playing with me now.
Oh snap!
All right. So I gotta
Okay.
embrace my inner Donita. We gotta move this shit along.
We got
So
to move this shit along.
I'm gonna go to my next subject. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go first, and then I want a female to go after, and then Squalla, and then so forth and so forth.
All right, that's a
All
go.
right. So the next subject is upbringing, and I feel this question right here, boy. Okay, I'm gonna say it though. Women raise the men they complain about. How do you feel about that?
Oh.
Yeah, I feel I'm always gonna go back to Pacific person because the way I raise my boys, you know, I teach my men or my boys to we ain't doing no living with no females.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna always have your own.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Teaching you to be responsible, take care of your responsibilities. I can with 100% assurance say my kids are not gonna be not running around here with a bunch of kids not taking care of them. They're not gonna do that. They're not going to be living with no females. They're going to take care of the females. They're going to take care of their responsibilities or whatever. The only thing I feel like I need to look out for with my sons is somebody taking advantage of them. Because at heart, those are what type of boys I raise. You get what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I don't even agree that some of them that we are seeing, because some of these people have had some type of role model in their household. It might not have been their father, but they've had some type of man in their life, right? But was that man the best representation of a man? You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? If you can think of being in a household with toxic relationships with your parents, or a bunch of people go through that, you know, toxic relationships and stuff, they can only go by what they see for the most part. I think the only difference is with my kids, because I knew that they were going to be not have men around, where their dad wasn't around. And to be honest with you, the dad wasn't the best representation at the time anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I put them in mentorship programs. I put them in other programs where Caucasians, teaching them how to fish, how to go out there and do this, and they helped me get them in sports, and their coaches. Like, my boys had a lot of examples of what a man would be outside of their father. You get what I'm
You
saying?
did it the right
So
way.
they had these positive role models, and not saying they made perfect paths, they didn't, but they always come back to the teacher they had. So at the end of the day, nobody will necessarily be able to complain, I feel like, for the most part with my sons, because what you gonna be complaining about? Because he gonna take care of his responsibility. He ain't come and live with you in your situation, but he gonna have his own, and you most likely will be living with his situation. And that's the part I'll be looking at, like, I feel like this girl taking advantage, situations like that. That's where I'm at as far as a mother perspective on my end. I have to watch out for females taking advantage of the boys I raised. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that it doesn't always go to a mother raising them, because I guarantee you they have been exposed to a man in some type of capacity, and that's where they're leading by. That's what I feel.
Okay. Breezy, it's on you, baby.
Um, at the end of the day, a woman can't teach a man, young boy, how to be a man. And they could do but so much. But I really feel that boys need some type of uh man in their life, mentor, whatever, to teach them how to be a man. A woman could do but so much. She could teach them about the qualities and different things in life of saving and respecting women and doing this. But at the end of the day, you can't teach him how to be a man. And I think that's what's wrong with society today, that these men, they leave and they don't play their part in the children's life and they expect the woman to teach them how to be a man. She can't do that. She can teach them foundations of life, but she can never teach them how to be a man. And that's why it's so important to have both parents in the household, whether you co-parenting or not. That child, even the female, that child needs that masculinity in their life, and I think that's why a lot of these men, sometimes they want you to take care of them because they have been raised by women and they feel that that's what it's supposed to be, opposed to a man. Not just because you have a man in your life don't mean he's a good man. Just because he's there as a dad or a father don't mean he's a good dad or father. But the
Yeah,
right
facts.
Exactly.
the right male in their lives means a lot. And it's sad to say that there's so many women out there that are raising boys, and
Facts.
that's not good. Even with young girls,
And
they need their dad in their life, and like I said, the right one, because every father ain't a father and every dad ain't a dad, but they need the right
because that
foundation to teach them, hey, you shouldn't be doing this as a little lady. Hey, you shouldn't be doing this, dude. You're supposed to be doing this. This is your responsibility. Take out the garbage, blah, 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 blah. And it's hard when the mother is just doing everything. And that's what's wrong with these kids today, because they don't have both of these parents in their lives.
Yeah, they don't have the
A woman
influence
was
of both
crying
parties.
on TikTok. She's ready to put her boys in foster care because the fathers are not in their lives. She got 5 boys, and none of the fathers are in their lives. And
Yeah,
she's
that's
raising them,
crazy.
and they're disrespecting her because there's no man in the household to set them straight. Not saying that the women
Yeah,
can't do it, but that's a lot on women. I can't teach you how to be a man. I can't teach you the foundations of your body or different things that you're gonna go through and the different things with women and stuff like that. So you wonder why these men are the way they are, because they're around women, and maybe that's why reason why their femininity comes out, because they're being raised and surrounded by women.
And I'm gonna say though that's not always true, because some of these women, they don't have the fathers in the house, but they got men in the house. And I like to just solely believe they only going based on what they seen. So if you not, just for instance, when you think of like games, right? Um, if a man, if a young man coming up or a young boy or whatever doesn't have like a father figure in the house, they can go out here and get into these gang situations where they feel like they have brotherhood, and guess what? That becomes their
Their father.
example of what a man
Mm-hmm.
look like. You get what I'm
Yep.
saying?
that's true.
So I don't even want to even necessarily say that is solely on the parent, and probably because I'm a parent too, and a single parent, I've raised my boys. And with that being said, is I know for a fact that all of these people, regardless if the dads are not in the home, there is a lot, people are not just alone. There are men present, regardless if they running in and out of the household throughout the years, or regardless if they there and not doing manly things. The example that little boys see or the young men see, that's kind of like what they're going to go off of, because that's all they have to go off
Right.
of what they've seen. The boyfriends their moms have had, the husbands their moms have had, you know, or whatever the case may be. So I think it's very important for a two-parent home. But again, the key to that is the right parent home. I had both of my parents in the home, and I can tell you right now, it wasn't the right situation. They
Right.
didn't do nothing but fight all
Right.
the time, and it was a bunch of stuff going on. My dad wasn't right. So we had a two-parent home, but guess what? We didn't turn out right, and at the end of the day, they end up abandoning us
Right.
at a very young age when they separated. So I come from a two-parent home, and I can tell you it wasn't all gravy just
Right.
because we was in a two-parent home, because it was two people that shouldn't have been
Right.
together.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
exactly. It wasn't,
That's
it
why I
wasn't
said
the
that's
two right people
important.
together.
It's the
Yeah,
foundation has to
it's
be right, you know,
it's
and
very
that's why I said
important. So,
every parent ain't a parent, you know, and you
yeah,
got a lot of
and
these kids are going through so much because their parents are just doing things and having different people coming in and out, and they're being around all this negative stuff, and you know, so it's
right.
bad. It's bad.
It's bad. And I want to change the narrative. I want to change the narrative of what people are saying in regards to that they need to come in a two-parent home. The narrative I want to give when it comes to these young men and with this being raised by their parent is they need to have an example of what a man looks like. And as long as a young man has an example of what a man looks like and how a man operates, regardless if that's their father or not, they can and will be okay.
Right.
But all the time, sometimes we're not perfect people. We don't pick perfect people to have kids with. We just don't, you know. So with that being said, it's not always two-parent home. It's
Right.
does this man have a good example of what how a woman should operate and how a man should operate. And
Right.
if those children have those two things present in their life, they're gonna be okay. That's
Right.
the narrative I would like to change it to. And
Yeah.
that's
Yo,
just my
I just
perspective.
I just had a
Okay.
moment just now. I can literally foresee all four of us on this big ass panel on a fucking stage with thousands of people watching us. Dead ass. I'm like listening to y'all, and it's like I be seeing these people on these panels, and they be having like people in the audience asking questions and shit. I feel like all of us will bomb on that shit because
Hell yeah.
yeah, I just gotta say that for me, the reason why I'm saying that is because I just love all of y'all, and I appreciate y'all.
Uh,
It's like
thank you.
y'all awesome for real.
Thank
But
you.
the second question I have regarding upbringing is, why do some women teach women not to need versus how to love?
Why do they what?
Why do some women teach their daughters not to need versus how to love?
Oh, not to need versus how to love.
Mm.
Not to need what?
Meaning
Yeah,
like
basically,
teaching
Not to
women
need
not
love?
to need and be providers for
yeah,
themselves and stuff
basically
like that.
teaching
But
independence, like promoting
independency,
independence.
yeah, there we go. Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna answer first unless you want to, Preezy.
Nah, go ahead, because they ain't ready for this.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I am a very independent woman. No, I'm a very independent woman, and I'm gonna say this, and then I'll tell a little bit of my story. But I'm independent, and that wasn't taught to me. That was not taught to me at all. Like I was saying, being in the household with both parents up until the age of at least 12, that type of stuff wasn't taught to me. I didn't even have a relationship, so to speak, so much with both parents. It was a toxic situation. They fought, they did all kinds of stuff. That was the situation, right? I learned my independence by being thrown out on my own and abandoned where I don't have a choice but to learn these things. And I'm learning them by being taken advantage of, not knowing what's going on, and having to learn these things on my own. And thank God I found the Lord, because I feel like he's a very important part of that. You know what I'm saying? So I want to say that to say this, that some women don't come by independence just because their mama taught them that. Everybody didn't get the
Because they have to.
luxury of being taught be independent. Some of us just became independent on our own, because if you throw me out in the water and I don't know how to swim, then I got to figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? So by figuring it out, then I become independent in that aspect. But not because I was raised and taught that, oh, you independent, you don't need no nigga. A man taught me I didn't need him to survive, because he wasn't around and he wasn't willing to stick around to help take care of the kids he helped make. You know what I'm saying? So that didn't come from upbringing or my mom. That came from me being thrown out to the wolves. What else I'm gonna do? You gotta swim or sink. And I wasn't trying to sink, so I had to
No
swim. And
Titanic over here.
yeah, went through a lot of stuff that could have been avoided, but you know what I'm saying? That's kind of like my story. So I'm saying, like, that's not everybody's not being taught that. You know, some people are just, that's how life is, and that's what it became of it.
Okay.
That's
Crazy, it's
my
on
thought.
you.
All right. I'm very independent. And it's not to say that I don't need anybody, but that's just how I feel, how I was taught. My mother was always independent. Even when my dad was alive, and when she had to become that single parent, she always taught me that never depend on anyone, because situations change in life. People change in life. And always have your own, because you don't want to depend on anybody. And then let's just say, hey, me and Danita was talking today, and I said, let's say I'm with you. And everything has an expiration date. We either gonna leave each other or one of us are gonna die. Right? And I don't want to depend on someone. We're together as partners, but I should have my own too, just like you should. Because let's say one day you just come home one day, people change. I don't love you no more. I don't want to be here. I'm leaving. So now I done depended on you all these years to take care of me, and I didn't save and I didn't do anything. You got the deed to the house, everything is in your name, and now I'm lost. Now you pick up and you leave. What do I have? So the smart thing I tell women, that you need to, being independent doesn't mean that I don't need someone. That's not what it's about, and I think people are confusing it. I'm being independent because I love to have my own. That's my protection, just like you should protect yourself. Whatever you came in with and whatever I came in with, now we'll build something together. So if it doesn't work out, whatever you came with, whatever I came with, and whatever
Yeah,
we
word.
have, we work it out. We sell it. You buy me out, I buy you out, whatever. But everybody should be independent. I don't care who you are. You should be independent and have your own. Because I don't want to rely on you. Oh, every time I need money, baby, can I get some money to go shopping? And you giving me
Yeah,
money
word.
like I'm a child? No. Hey, listen, we work this out together. I have my stuff, do it. Oh, baby, you don't need no money. No, babe, I got my money. But if you want to give extra, that's on
Okay,
you. But you should want an independent woman. And I think people are confusing what independence is. Oh, she don't need a man. I never said I didn't need a man. I just said that I'm good even if I don't have a man. If I
Yeah, word.
choose not to have a man, I'm still good. I'm okay. Now, if he comes along, it will just make it better. It
We'll
just
yeah,
make
makes it
it better.
better. And I think that's how
it
you have to think that way, and stop thinking that just because the woman is independent. And I think men get intimidated by that, because the first thing somebody said, and this is a true story, said to me, well, what can I do for you? You got everything. Well, what do you mean what you can do for me? You add to it. You add
Yeah.
to it.
And didn't Neo make a song about that?
It
That
doesn't
he
it
loved the
doesn't
woman
make
because
it
she was
doesn't make yeah, I'm just saying whatever you have, whatever I have, we have, I have, you
I
just
got
add to it.
I gotta say
How do you
in
add to
your boots.
100?
In
If
your
you have
bootsy now.
100% of everything
You,
that you want, how can I add to it?
We build to get whatever I have, boo. I'm good. We good over here. That's mine. Let's build stuff together. Let's work. I'm not trying to come in a relationship to take what you have already that you built. Let's build stuff together. Because at the end of the day, everything is an expiration. We may not be together. One of us is gonna pass. So why would you want me to struggle? God forbid if something happens, you want me to struggle. Oh my God, I don't got nothing because whatever he did, I knew nothing about.
So what I'm saying is, what you should have said is, build something else together.
That's what I
If you have
said.
100, if you have 100% of what you have, I can't add nothing to that because you fully have it. Now, if we want
You
to
don't.
talk about building
Nobody
something
has
else,
everything. Nothing is. When we say, I'm just using an example. 100%. Nobody has. If I come into this relationship, you and I come into the relationship. I got this. I got properties. I got that. Maybe you might have your stuff.
Mhm.
If we feel that we're going to be together and this is going to work, we're going to build stuff. You and I are going to build
Exactly my
stuff
point.
together. That's
Build
what I said.
something else together, right?
Yeah, I said that. I
Okay,
said
that's what I
that.
make sure. Okay.
Right. But that doesn't mean if you look, in a relationship, it's always like this. Somebody always got a little bit more than the other one.
Then the other, yeah,
It's
word.
always this. Somebody always gonna have a little bit more. But if we're being serious and we really want to be together and we see the future together, I'm not gonna shun you away from what I have. It's just my protection. Like I'm like, you're like, this is mine, but that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna share it with you. It's just letting you know this my shit. This my shit. This like that's yours. How about
Yeah.
we get something together? Let's invest in something together. That's
Okay.
all. And I think people get crazy, like, oh, you got this, you got that. Okay. Well, if we're gonna be together, let's get this together. Get your stuff, I get my stuff, let's get something together. Because at the end of the day, this is mine. Just like you
Hmm.
wouldn't want me to come and take what's yours. I don't know. People just people minds are not right. You can't expect to when you come in a relationship, you share, you love, it's about you and I. But I think people come into relationships and this is what it is.
they want to take, take,
This
take.
is what you're not trying to build with me. You just want to
Hmm.
take, oh, she got this, she got a Benz. Let me cop this Benz. Oh, I'm out. My girl got this. What are you bringing to the table? Yes, I got this, and I'm willing to share it with you. What are you bringing to the table for Thanksgiving?
this.
Okay.
Hey man.
What are
I
you
bring,
Okay.
bringing to Thanksgiving?
I'm gonna bring the plate
I'm just
so I can
using
eat
that
your
as an
food.
example. What are you bringing? If I have all of this, yes, it's all good. But what are you bringing?
I had it.
Because
Why not build our table together, a different
we
table?
can.
Since your
But you
table
can't
is
keep
full,
coming every
let's
year with
build
paper
our own
plates.
table.
Every year you can't be coming with just paper plates. You can't just keep coming to the table with paper
Brother,
So
what
how
plates.
we gonna
if
eat then?
no man.
What?
How we gonna eat then? We gonna eat on the floor? We gonna eat off the table? We need
What
paper
happened to
plates,
the
right?
can next year, can you bring the turkey? Can you bring the sweet
Yeah.
potatoes?
Oh
Can you bring the
yeah.
mashed potatoes?
So if I bring all of that, then the next year you gotta bring the plates, right?
46 spoons. I know
Work
that's right, Giggles.
together. We work together.
Exactly my point. So if it's 1 year, you have the turkey, you have all of this and all of that, babe. I'm bringing the plates and the forks and the spoons.
Nah, fuck that. We
That's
That's
going
what's
to the
up. All
grocery
right.
We're
store
And
working
together.
add
together,
We
right?
and
going to the
and
grocery
add
store
and
together, dog.
We're gonna be eating off the table like we
that's
barbarians. Then that's
all
a
right.
different story.
But we together. If we eating off the table, we still together. I'll eat on the floor with you. If it's gonna make us happy, I'll eat on the floor with you.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you this: if you bring in all of the food and I don't bring the plates and the forks and the spoons. You're okay with eating off the floor? Even if I could have brought the plates, the forks, and the spoons.
But why didn't you bring it? What's your
Right.
Because you
excuse of
said
not bringing it?
because you said you have everything and you don't need nothing.
You still
No,
should bring it. You still should
sports.
bring it. You know why? You
Breezy,
still
you
should
just
bring it.
said,
You know why?
just said,
You
or
should.
you
You,
bring it, or
Whether
Breezy, you just said it.
listen,
You
whether
just
I
said
have
it.
it or whether I have it or not, you should bring it out of respect.
Breezy,
Hey, guess what,
you,
babe? I know we have it, but I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring stuff extra. So maybe next year we don't have to get all of this. I'm gonna bring it. I'm
right.
gonna bring extra stuff to the table.
But
How about that?
Breezy, you just said I have everything, and all you're bringing is the plates, the forks, and the spoons. You just said that. So basically, what you're saying is my forks and spoons and plates are not enough,
It
right? You
is
just
enough.
said that.
I didn't say that. You said that I said it. I didn't say that. I
Yo,
said bring it in.
y'all
I
didn't hear that?
said, wait a
Tell
minute.
me
I
y'all didn't
said,
hear Breezy
even
just
if
say,
I
all
have
you
it,
bringing is the
listen,
plates, the forks, and the spoons. You didn't just say that, Breezy?
even if I have it, bring it anyway. Wait a minute. You're not listening. You listening, but you're not listening. And that's the problem with relationships. You hear what you want to hear.
Okay.
You interpreting what you want to interpret. I said, even if I bring everything, you still should bring it.
Okay.
Even
let's
if I
so let's
even
just
if
have a
I
pause
have
real quick.
everything, I can have everything set up.
Okay.
If your responsibility was to bring that part, you still should bring it.
Right. Okay. So we're just gonna have a pause real quick, and we're gonna ask the other people. Squala, did you hear her say? Like no, we're gonna get to the bottom of it. Did you hear her
don't you
say?
ask me.
Okay. Did you hear her say, "All you're bringing is the plates, the forks, and the spoons"? That's not enough. Did you hear her say that?
I
Did you hear her say
I
that?
heard her say that, but
Okay. Good.
I do
What's
understand
she saying? I do too.
if she's saying bring it.
Okay.
But at the same time, I understand both sides because you're telling me you only bought the plates and the spoons. So it's like, what the fuck?
Okay. Danita, did you hear
Even
her
if
say
you
that?
know I was doing
Wait,
everything.
that's
Even if you know, and that's the problem, because people wait. Why things don't work? Oh, I know she gonna do it. I know she gonna have this whole table set up, so I ain't gotta bring shit. That's how people think. You start taking advantage. Even if you know I'm gonna bring it, you still bring it. Still bring stuff. Don't just because I told you to bring the plates and the spoon, come with something extra. Why you can't come with sodas? Even if you know I'm gonna do it,
I like
still
that.
bring
You
it.
can't cover sodas.
But check this out though. That's not the mentality that, oh, I know she got it, so I don't gotta do it. The mentality is you just told me I only bought that. You got everything. And now all I got is this. That's what you're saying. All you got is that. All you got is this.
My point, exactly
That's
my
the
point.
mentality. It's not that. Oh, I
That's not your point. Shut up. You don't even know what he's saying. That's my point exactly.
No, it's the truth though. Because if you're telling
the
the
bottom
man
line is
that's all you
if
bringing,
you
you're
know
basically telling the man if that's all you could bring, don't bring it. That's how a man's
Look,
gonna look at
I
it.
know one thing. Like, I don't know what y'all talking about, but y'all gonna raise up off my sister, okay?
Babe,
Y'all can bet.
Danita, they can't handle this. They can't handle it because you know what? They wouldn't bring nothing at the table anyway. I ain't worried about these babies.
Oh,
You know I
I
ain't
you
worried
know,
about these
know
babies.
I
I
got,
ain't worried
I
about
got,
these babies. I ain't worried about these.
Mm-mm.
I had an ex, true story.
Said what
True
she
story. She
said.
stole my
Said what she
cookie.
said.
She stole the cookie on Thanksgiving. True story.
Said what she
Even
said. Okay.
Story. She
even
stole the
even
whole
if you
thing.
know I'm gonna do something, you should apply yourself regardless. It doesn't matter. Even if you know I'm gonna take care of stuff, you still should apply yourself more.
That's why she said. And still put forth the effort.
Because that
Okay.
shows, you know what that makes me? That makes me look at you like, yo, he, even though I asked him to bring the paper plates and cups, this dude came with water. This dude came with with extra stuff. That shows a lot. That you went an extra yard for me.
It's the effort.
That's what respect is. You went that extra yard, no matter, even if I told you, oh sweetie, I got everything. Well, I bought some waters. Oh my God, you bought waters? Because I forgot to bring the waters. You bought the waters? You went the extra yard. And that's what that's the point I'm making. Just because our partners may tell us, oh, I got this, don't worry. When you go that extra yard, that means a lot. It means
It's
a
the effort.
lot. And does it hurt? Did it hurt you to go the extra yard? Well, guess what? I know you told me to bring the paper plates and stuff, but guess what? I bought an extra turkey. What? Yes. I saw it on sale, and I bought an extra turkey just for you. So if we don't use it this year, we could use it next year. Why not go the extra yard? Am I not worth it?
But
Is
I'm
that
listening to
person
you,
not
though.
worth it?
All I'm saying,
Because nobody has
But I'm
everything.
listening to you.
Nobody
If you're
has
telling
She
me,
said
everything.
what she said.
Nobody
telling like
has
if
everything.
you're
She
telling me
said what
that's all
she
I'm
said.
bringing, basically what you're saying is what I'm bringing is not enough, so I'm not gonna bring it.
You
That's what I'm
you
trying
see, and
to
that's
say.
the child. You see the
Breezy,
childish
you saying
mentality.
about
See the
me.
tit for tat. You see the tit for tat.
that's
Okay.
You see the tit for tat. That's why. How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 12, and I'm
There you go.
drinking.
so.
Because
I'm
you act
underage.
See that?
So
softly.
we
You
have
see
to
the tit, and
endure.
that's why
We have
relationships
to
don't
endure
work
verbal
because of the
abuse.
tit for
My
tat.
point
The tit for
We
tat.
have
exactly.
to
Come
endure
on,
verbal
baby.
abuse because we are not a child.
Verbal
Verbal
abuse from who?
abuse. Nigga coming with paper plates
If
and
you're
cups and talk
telling,
about verbal abuse.
okay,
That is
we gonna switch the roles, right? Let's just say the man
Tit
has
for
everything, right?
tat.
How is it tit for tat when we having a conversation? It's not tit for tat.
verbal.
I wasn't
No,
doing
no,
that when you
let
were
me.
talking. I
You
was
know what?
quiet and I humbly listened to what you had to say, right?
You
I didn't
should
cut
not
you off.
switch those roles. No, you probably should not switch the roles because a woman gonna always deliver more.
What I'm
No.
trying to say
Always do
is
that.
okay, for example, right?
Thank
What
you,
I'm
Gig.
trying
Y'all
to say,
listening to
yeah, of
reply
course.
instead of listening to understand. I'm telling you, that's what it's about.
First of all,
Everybody
of course, Giggles is
listening, but
gonna
you're
be
not
on your
listening to
side. She's
understand.
your friend. She's your friend. So she has on her Breezy headphones. She's your friend.
It
She's
doesn't
gonna hear
matter.
whatever
No,
Breezy
that's
says.
her. No, that's not just. That's her
All right.
opinion. That's her
Okay.
opinion. We agree to disagree. That's her opinion.
But
It
the
has
thing
nothing to
is,
do with her being my friend. That's her
you just
opinion.
said agree to disagree. But what is Giggles doing right now?
But
Agreeing with
that's
you.
because
All right
that's
then.
her. But is it not her opinion? Is it not her
Okay.
opinion?
But the question
Giggle says
still.
she listening too. She
But
can
the
hear.
original question was, did Preezy say, damn, all you bringing is plates and forks and spoons to the cookout? Did Preezy
I didn't hear.
say
No,
that? That was the
you
original
confused.
question.
No, I
Here we
said
go.
something sarcastic, bro. Calm down, because you could tell you a little argumentative. I could just tell by your whole person.
No,
Relax. Calm
I'm
down.
not.
Shh. Just be quiet. Be quiet
It's
for
a
a little bit.
debate.
Calm down.
No.
Relax.
I'm
When I said
calm.
that,
I'm listening to you.
when I said that, I was being sarcastic. Oh, damn, that's all you bringing it. It was a sarcastic comment. But if I'm telling you I got everything, all you have to do is bring the paper plates and cups. That's fine. You bought that, that's fine. If I'm telling you I got everything, that's fine. What's the problem?
Breezy sounds very reasonable right now.
What's
Huh?
the problem? If I'm telling you, hey, listen, babe, all I need is paper plates and cups. That I'm looking around, I think that's all I need. What's the problem?
No, it's no problem. What I'm saying is you didn't say that in the
But
beginning.
that was a sarcastic joke when I said that. Oh, nigga, that's all you bring is paper. It was sarcasm.
But then you turned around and said you could bring more if you can.
If,
Right or
I
wrong?
said it would be nice if, let's say you just bought the paper. I told you only bring the paper cups, right, and the plates, but you came with something extra. Oh, I would be like, oh, babe, that's sweet. Thank you. We might need that. Maybe we could use that for later. It's nice when a person goes a little extra, even though you told them to just get this. It's kind of nice when they go a little extra.
Okay.
But babe, you know what? I bought the paper plates and cups, but guess what? I bought us some sodas too. I figured we could use that too.
So if the person couldn't go extra, would that be okay? Meaning,
Sure,
like, if
it's
they could just
okay.
bring.
Sure, it's okay because I only asked you to bring the paper plates and cups. So that's fine.
Oh,
Maybe you didn't
okay.
have no money to get the extra stuff, broke ass nigga.
Oh
But I'm
my
just saying,
God.
maybe you.
Now, Breezy, you're
We gotta
lying.
endure
You're
the
lying.
verbal abuse.
You say you broke ass nigga.
Listen, I'm sarcastic. I'm sarcastic. I'm sarcastic, so I'm gonna play like that. That's me. That's my personality. I'm fun like that.
Nah. I know.
You gonna come in the house? I'm like, that's all you bought, paper plates and cups, but that's all you told me to go. This broke out. But that's me. I don't put the whole thing, but that's me. I don't mean no harm to it. I just like to have fun.
Yeah.
I
She do.
Of course.
just like to have fun. But it is nice if somebody did a little extra. Hey, what if you bought me flowers? What if you bought the paper plates and a thing of roses? Oh, sweetie, that's nice. We could put it on the table. Still a broke ass nigga. I ain't asking no fucking thing.
Fuck out of here.
Look at my baby got me flowers. That's how I'm be. I ain't gonna think he broke.
Why
He be like,
can't
oh, my
people?
baby,
Why
stop.
can't people go the extra mile? Why you can't go the extra mile for your partner? Why? Why? I don't understand. And then the tit for tat. Why do
Yeah.
people tit for tat? It's so childish. I think
Nah,
some arguments,
I don't really.
are not even worth it. If you think about all the arguments you had with people, you'd be like, "Oh my God, I can't even
It's
believe
not
we
even worth
argued
it.
about
Yeah.
this."
It's not even worth it. It's a fact.
So it's your ego because I'm doing everything and I'm saying, "Oh, nigga, you just so you could get his paper plates and cups."
But
You know.
men are all
But that's
ego
all
though.
you
I said
told me
that
to get.
earlier.
That's all you told me to get. What you should have said,
Yeah.
was, babe, you sure you only want paper plates and cups? Why don't you look around and see what else you might need so I could get it? Because you might be forgetting stuff. Why couldn't you come out and say that?
And why couldn't
Babe, you
you just
sure?
tell me?
Well, if I'm doing everything, maybe I can't remember. Why can't you be my partner and say, damn, babe, you sure you just need paper plates and cups? You don't need water? Check and see if you need water. Why don't you check and see if you need soda? You sure you got all the ingredients? You got everything, babe? Ma, you got everything? You sure? I love you. You got everything. Look at my
So
baby cooking.
she said,
No.
I love
What?
you.
Why it can't be like that? Why?
You know what's crazy? You know
Why
what's
you
funny?
gotta come home and say, but that's all you told me to get? You
Because
told me.
Men are
men
simple and
like that.
retarded.
You can't even send men to the store to get multiple things. They gonna mess that up every time.
True.
So I
Some
don't.
cases it's true. In some cases that is possibly true.
Yeah, nah, that one.
That is very
A lot
true.
of
You
men
can't
don't
send
really think outside the box. Men are like robots. So if
Relationships
his
are
girl
so
is
hard.
telling
You know,
him, get this, that's all he's gonna get. He's not gonna think in his head to get the extra shit
Nah, but
because you ain't telling him.
you know,
In some cases.
and they trying to
I agree with Breezy on the simple fact that asking like, yeah, is that's all you want? You sure?
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm
I
saying.
gotta agree with that.
Don't just because I'm telling you that. Why can't you just say, babe, you sure? Babe, text me what you want. You
But
sure? Look
sometimes things
around,
can be
check and see what
overlooked.
you want. That's it.
Okay, Meek, it's Meek, right? Are you got it
Yeah,
now?
nah, I'm
We
good.
got
Yeah.
move along.
You're definitely like, yo, let's go. Nah, I'm done. So what we gonna do is because
That
we
one
ain't
right
gonna go with
there,
this.
that
We
one
ain't
in the upper box right there. This you, bro?
who me?
Oh, bro.
What I do?
You? Oh, bro. I could tell we be like the Clash of the Titans.
Oh,
What
that's
I
funny
do?
as
I
shit.
don't look at it as
Y'all be doing
clashing.
good.
I don't look at
Y'all
it
be
as
doing good.
clashing. We just having dialogue. It's never an
It's all
argument with
about
me.
understanding. We have
Yeah,
to
I
understand
know.
each
I'm
other.
just not.
it's a
I'll be like,
dialogue,
bring in the
baby.
Kraken. I would be let go of my. Give me my dragon. Send my
Because
dragon to his house.
how I am is we'll have a dialogue and go back and forth, and then later on act like and laugh at that shit. Like, you remember what you said, you dumb man? Yeah, I remember what I said. Yeah, you know that's how I look at it. I don't argue no more because
I agree.
arguments like require so much energy. You
There
feel
you
me?
go.
Yeah, then you angry and your energy and your spirit is all messed up because of what somebody else said. You know, so
Agree to disagree, right?
yeah,
I
that's
don't
it.
argue. I don't
Yeah.
argue.
I'm having a
I
good
just, I
time.
just,
Are y'all having a good
I
time?
just
I love
leave.
We
I
it.
go
having a
to
good
the,
All
I
time.
go
right.
to the strip club.
All right.
Wait,
He said,
she gonna
I'm
That's
argue
going
it.
with
to the
That's
me.
strip
it.
I'm at
club.
the strip club, bro. I'm leaving. Fuck out of here. I'm
You
at
going
the
to the
club.
strip club after an argument?
And I'm telling her, I'm gonna be at the strip club.
Well,
You
I'm
and
coming too.
selfie with
I
shorty
can
ass on your face like this. Yo.
this what we doing? This what we doing?
Right on my bicycle.
I'm like,
That's what we doing, nigga.
you'll find me up the road at the
Come over
club.
here.
You
I
better
find
not be at no strip club. What you at a strip club for?
to drink and relax.
What? You could drink and relax at home.
Not if we just argued, I can't. I can drink
Yes,
at
you
home,
can.
but the relaxed part, nah.
Yes, you can.
Nah, can't do that.
I'm gonna go in the champagne
Yes,
room
you
with whoever. What's the stripper? Let me think. What's a good stripper name?
You hear this, Danita?
I'm trying not to.
I'm going in the
What did I
champagne room.
just say? Every time somebody have an argument, they gotta go out into the street. You
They
see
gotta
that?
go out.
They gotta
Do
go
wrong.
out in
Go
the
out and do
street.
wrong. And
Now
that's
he want to go
10%.
hang with Boom Boom Belinda in room 9 because he can't be a man and talk about it at home.
I'm gonna talk about it when I
Word.
get home.
I want to
After
be
I'm
with
relaxed.
Big Buns Brenda.
No,
Tell Big Buns Brenda
no.
to come over here.
I'm gonna talk about.
BBL Cassandra. That's what he want. BBL
And that's who,
Cassandra.
look, and that's who he gonna go get her
Yeah.
attention to.
Well, you better go
But
home
they
in her
don't want
basement.
it. They
Hey,
don't
nah,
want
Well, she better
it.
have a basement.
Be in the
Because you
dance
sure
hall,
ain't
be in
coming
the
back home.
champagne
They don't
room,
want it.
talk about what
They
just
don't
went
want
down.
it.
I'm like, man, I just had an
Buckwheat
argument.
Brenda.
She better have a basement because you sure ain't coming back home. Yeah, exactly. Buckwheat Bertha. You ain't coming. You're not coming back home. I'm gonna get
It's okay.
the locks.
It's
I'm gonna call a
okay.
24-hour locksmith
I
and
got.
change the damn locks.
Oh, really?
Oh, you ain't
And look,
shit.
I'm gonna come
You ain't
home
shit
and
for
I'm
that.
gonna call the
That's
locksmith
fucked
and be
up.
like, "Hey, yo, make
Yo,
me a key."
please open the door.
Why didn't you go to a strip club?
That's the strip club way.
I'm gonna be on the balcony. He gonna be calling my name like Rapunzel. Rapunzel, please let me in.
Hey,
No,
I
I
go
shall
through
not.
the window. I'm gonna be.
I shall not.
That's why that's the ladder on the side of the house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
and
about
I'm gonna
to
go
start
get
through
my
the damn window.
taser. I'm gonna go get my taser and my spray and spray you
Nah,
and
you know what
shock you
I'm
at the
gonna do?
same
I'm gonna be
time.
at the strip club and I'm gonna tell the police to come do a wellness check on you.
I am the police.
Yo, you forgot I am the police, bro? You forgot about that? They're gonna be like,
I'm gonna call and be
who
like,
you calling for Breezy? Breezy good, don't worry about it.
"That's funny as shit."
Yo,
You ain't going to no
this was
strip
a
club.
I'm going.
You're not going.
Not in no real
Yeah,
relationship, you're
No,
not.
no,
you
you're
better
not.
ask about
No,
me.
you're not. You
I
gotta talk
Unless that's the
about.
end of
You gotta talk about
that's the
no
end
this.
problem.
I
Jail,
got a
facts.
You
membership
have
for
to
the
talk.
strip club.
Oh hell no.
Nigga, so
I,
they know. Yo, that's Squalor. Give me the table in the front.
hey
Talk
yo, let
about
me
boy.
tell you,
Yeah.
I don't really go in
Yeah.
there for the dance, and I go to low key strip club. Like I'm not at a stadium and all that. I'm at the one up the road that don't nobody know about. It's like 4 girls that work there.
Senior citizens.
Not senior citizens.
I'm
Not the
trying to
senior
say.
citizens.
Yo,
Oh
soon
my
as the girls come out,
God.
this is the song that they play when the girls come out. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you for being.
Nah, that's the day shift. That's the day shift. That's the day shift.
That's the day
Gangster.
shift.
Oh,
Because them senior citizens are
you
sleeping by 6,
funny,
7 o'clock.
Squalor. You funny.
No, I'm saying if
Funny.
we get to an argument, I'm going to
No.
the strip club. Like especially
Oh,
around
we
Why,
going to the strip club,
why we
if it's
can't
a
talk about it?
nighttime argument, just know I'm at the strip club. If it's a daytime argument, I might go to the bar.
So we
I might go
going
to
to
the
the bar
Green Turtle or something.
Oh, I got a green turtle around here.
Let me go find that motherfucker. There you go.
I
I'm
don't.
gonna be sitting there watching whatever they got on their TV.
Oh no.
All right.
See,
So,
and that's it. There's no communication. That's why you got to talk about things.
I mean, you might have to do a part 2,
Yeah.
honey.
yo, she like, wrap this shit up.
No,
All
I'm
right.
just saying no, because it seems like we not gonna get to it.
All right.
You
So,
might have to do
nah,
part
you're
2.
right about that. So, I know we all ask questions about relationships, but did we
We
all,
done with it.
okay, yeah, we done with relationship questions. Did we all ask questions about upbringing? Because I know I
No,
did.
only you. Only you. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna have to do a part two.
Damn, you right.
'Cause it's
You might have to
Is
do a
that the
part
last? Is
two.
that the
That's
last
cool
question?
though. I'm
Hell
cool with
no,
it.
I still got gender bashing I want to
we
talk
ain't
about.
we haven't even got to the second question. Only him.
Yeah, I got to both of my questions, and I was giving
Oh,
everybody else.
So
So
you say it's gonna be you, me, then Squalor, then Preezy.
there you go. So that ain't your go.
It's
As
on
far
me.
as upbringing goes, the question.
That's why I think you should do part two too, because we just gonna be flowing naturally, so it ain't gonna be just people answering the questions and then we
you
good.
gotta
We gonna
leave.
be talking and discussing.
Oh, you gotta leave. Oh,
No, I'm just saying
All
like
right. So
we gonna be.
how about
It's
this?
not just us answering the question. We gonna be talking and discussing it. So he
A
gonna have to have
part
a
two
part two. How about
is a
I
good
finish?
How about
idea.
this? You want to do a part? Okay. So how about this? We just do the upbringing as the last question for each and everybody, and we answer them, and that's it. We ain't gonna get into the gender bashing. That's
Yeah,
oh man.
that's funny.
that's a good idea. You be like, oh man, I was
I
ready to
like
knock
this
you my heart
crew. I,
out.
I love this. I love
Me
it.
too. Why you want to do a part
Yeah, we
two?
could
We can
definitely.
come
Yeah,
back.
I'm open for part two. That's whatever.
All right, so we
Me
gonna do a
too.
part two. We gonna do
So
that.
listen, this is what I'm not telling you how to run it, but maybe I could just go ahead and ask my questions about the upbringing, and then that way we got everybody ask a question next
And then
week, and
part
then they
two,
too
it'll
got to
be
do theirs.
crazy and squalor.
Yeah,
Doing the upbringing, then
And
all of
then
us doing the gender
gender
bag.
bashing. Okay, all right, we
that's
can do
what's
that.
up.
Yeah.
All right, that's about.
Look at us, she like, yeah, you gonna ask my
That's
question.
funny as shit.
Okay, so
Okay.
this is
Get,
what my questions I have for because I just got excited. We got a part two. We gonna be lit, y'all. Um, okay, so my question for upbringing is this is what I really want to ask because I know that when we think about society, there's this standard that depending on his relationship with his mother is depending on how he would treat
mhm.
you. Okay, so with that being said, does a relationship with or without your mother really matter when it comes to your own relationships with
Hell
women?
yeah,
Go.
hell yeah, and I'm gonna tell you why. And
Tell me
I'm
why.
gonna tell you, my homeboy. So both of his parents abandoned him when he was a kid, so he grew up an orphan. So the fact that he know who his mother is, but they have zero relationship. He tells people he vocalizes it. He tells people like that's why he can't. Don't
He tells people
that
what.
that's why he can't get close to women because
But is that an excuse or is it facts? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, does it really matter or does it don't matter? Or
it
does it
matters.
not matter? Because sometimes people when people say stuff, people get it in their head and they go with
And
it.
that
You know
Right.
could
what
go
I'm saying?
far
And then
from
you
it.
use it as an excuse. So does it really matter or is it just something, an excuse society has given you? That's the main question I'm trying to ask. Like, how much does it actually matter or is it just that go-to when it comes to saying I mistreat women? Well, hell, I ain't got a good relationship with my mama. That's why I mistreat you.
I
You know,
think I
like
think I
which
think
one
it
is it?
matters. I mean, mistreatment is never an excuse for being like an asshole. But I'm saying it matters because you need to be able to love the first woman that you encounter in your life, which is your mother. You need to be
Mm-hmm.
able to communicate. If you can't communicate with your mother, you're not gonna communicate with no other woman either. You're not gonna try to. You're trying to even attempt to communicate with a woman, like something serious.
Okay. No, I can vibe with that, but do you think that applies to every man? And I'm only saying that because let's just be honest. You have some people that are brought up in the greatest of household as what society would consider it as two-parent household, money, not struggling, and they some goddamn monsters. Okay.
Mhm.
But then you have some that have went through the trenches and they're sweet as pie. You get what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out, like, from a man, do you feel like that's a legitimate argument that maybe the relationship with the mom wasn't good, that's why they don't know how to treat women? Or could it even go back to what I said initially? They don't really have an example of a real man and what it looks like for how a real man treats a woman. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
as far as treating a woman goes, you will need to see both parents in that situation. You will
Right.
need to see, well, you will need to see two people positively interacting in that way. So people that you look up to and respect as well. And
that's
as
true.
far as like being in the hood and being versus being in the suburbs, maybe people in the hood probably have more love within their household. They probably do, and I don't really know how to explain that. But I feel like the people in the hood
Right.
have more love within the household versus the people who have more material items.
But you see what I'm saying? How it can completely just dissolve that excuse of being with a mother, because you have people that have never been raised by their mother. Maybe their mama died at birth or whatever, and they come out to be the best kids. But then you have these people in these two-parent homes with good education, good this, good that, and they some of the worst kids on the planet, or some of the worst people on the planet. So is it a legitimate argument or not? Or maybe we
It's,
can,
I
I don't know,
believe that's a
put it
household to
to,
household thing. It really depends on how people are
yes.
being treated as they're growing up. Because I believe a
But can't
personality,
we blame the parents for everything?
We can't. That's why I'm
yes,
getting at. I ain't trying
you
to
can.
we
We
can't
can
be blaming
blame the
the parents.
parents for everything because at the
And
end, you know, if y'all know anything
everything
about
that
the
has to
pro,
do with everything that has to do with personality, and because we're talking about upbringing, your
right,
personality is formed like when you turn 7 years old, your personality is locked in. That's who
right,
you're going to be
right,
Yep.
yeah,
Facts. Facts. I was
yeah,
just saying that shit. From 6 months
to
to
seven
7 years
years old.
old, your brain is a sponge.
right.
Whatever you learn from 6 months to seven, you're gonna act out from
Right.
that point forward. Unless you're
Because you
like
have a
shown
lot of
otherwise.
good, like she's saying, you have a lot of parent households that are good and bad, and then, you know, what about the children? You know, they had a great household and they went out in the world and they did things that they shouldn't have done. You know,
I have an answer
that's
for that,
their
but I'm gonna wait till
mentality
it's my
now.
turn,
That's
man.
that you know, you because you can learn a lot and have the great parents, and then you still go out there in the world and you choose to do what you want, which is negative. So you can't, you know, the parents can teach you the foundation, but you have to apply yourself and continue it through your
Right.
life,
Actually.
you know. So a lot of times you can't really blame the parents as they get older because this is the life that they choose, or whether their association is good or bad, they choose that. But the kids are always going to remember the foundation. They just choose to go to a different direction. So you really can't fully blame the parents for every little thing because they making their own decisions in life. When they're young, like one thing I don't like is when little kids don't have manners. And I think that that comes from the household. Like you guys said, from 6 months to seven, that child should be knowing, no, thank you, yes, please, um,
Yeah,
and just
basic.
speak. If it's not being taught at home, then how can you expect the child, when as they get older, to know, hey, you should say no, thank you, yes, ma'am, yes, sir, whatever.
But check
So
it
I
out.
do agree that it does come from home, but as they get older,
But
you
during the
know,
time period, let's say during the same time
right,
period,
Right.
subconsciously, we
So
have a family that's always screaming all the time. Whether they fighting or not, they just loud as hell. That baby gonna be
mhm,
mhm.
loud because he grew up loud.
unless they break that chain.
Right.
Unless
So
they
but let,
break, they got to break that chain and say, hey, listen, I don't like this. Like when I get older, I don't want to do this. Or, you know, just as they get older, they might be doing it and then realize, hey, this is not right. This is where I grew up, you know, how I grew up. I don't want to do this anymore. So they got to break that chain. They
right.
got to stop,
So
you know, cut that pattern.
I was gonna say, so I'm liking the dialogue because it's gonna further focus more on my question. So my initial question with everything that was just said, because you can't blame everything on the parent. Does the relationship with or without a mother to a man matter when it comes to a relationship with a woman?
Yeah,
that's the question, because again, some people come from the worst households and treat a woman, treat each other marvelously. And then it could be the totally opposite from somebody coming to a good household. So with that being said, does it matter how much? Does it matter? Like, let's answer this question, because
She
I
had this shit cooking in the pot. She just was like, I'm just
I
waiting for
say
y'all niggas to
absolutely.
get served. Because
yeah,
I'm going to
I
serve
mean,
all of
we
y'all
done
niggas.
mixed it out. We done
Okay.
mixed it out.
She
So
was
y'all
waiting
gonna have
for
to
this
come with
question.
it now.
That's why she wanted to
Let's
make
come
sure she
with
asked
it.
her shit
Look,
first.
I like it because I believe that, yeah, because it's all on subconscious, because you have to see it. You have to see. So if a person is seeing, let's say it's a household where everybody's going to work all the time. The child is going to like subconsciously always feel like, okay, when I get older, I have to go to work. Or if it's a situation where it's abusive household, where either parent, the mother or the father, is physically abusive to the kids or the other parent during this time period of the brain development. That shit is going to be normalized. They're going to be numb to it. Whether they know it's right or wrong, they're not going to care. It's going to be, they don't. That's how they're going to be like, well, why is it such a big deal? I grew up like this. It wasn't a big deal to me.
I grew up like
Right.
that.
All right. So is it
That's
my
true.
turn to answer this
Learn behavior.
question?
Learn behavior.
Meek.
Okay. For a boy, his first girlfriend, this may sound crazy, but just listen to the message. His first girlfriend is his mother. For a female, her first boyfriend is her father. So if they have a tumultuous and bad interaction, that's how they're gonna act when they go to talk to other people in a relationship standpoint. So as a little boy, if you're constantly arguing with your mother and going back and forth, your mother is basically creating the foundation of that's how it's supposed to be. So when you get older and you become a man, you're gonna look for a woman to argue with and combat with. Same thing with a female. Okay, if a female is going to her father, Daddy, I got a boo boo, or Daddy, I got this, or Daddy, I got that, and Daddy's like, oh, leave me the fuck alone, get the fuck away from me. That woman is going to grow up and look for a man to disrespect her because her father disrespected her. So to answer your question, it has a lot to do with it. If a female is sitting up there talking to her son, engaging in conversation with her son, telling her son that I love you and I appreciate you and you're going to grow up and be a good man, when he grows up, he's going to look to give those things to a female because that's how he was brought up. So it has a lot to do
Right.
with it. Because if you got a woman telling you ain't going to be shit like your daddy, you going to be a piece of shit like your daddy, or you going to be a bum, or you going to be this, or you going to be that, that man is going to act out being a bum. So when they come across a woman that's woken and has high emotional intelligence, they're going to tell that man, yo, you a bum, you this and you that. But it's going to be expected, so it's not going to really affect that man in a way. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So it
So
has a lot
are
to
we
do with it.
saying,
Go ahead.
are we going to say that basically then the ones that come out of some of the worst households and are able to treat women respectably, what is that going to be?
Okay.
Exception to the rule or
Okay,
what?
to answer that question is if a man is coming out of a bad situation as far as like the upbringing and treats a woman right, the woman has to accept that and give it back to him. So let's just say if he came out of that situation and he ran into a woman that treated him like shit, you know what he gonna say? Damn, my mama treated me like this. So now his morals and his self-esteem is going to go low and low and low and low, and to the point where now he's going to say, you know what? I've been coming across these women I've been treating good, and they've been treating me like shit. Fuck you bitches. No disrespect. I'm going to treat y'all like shit now.
So, but what do you think helped him to still come out and treat them respectably to begin with, if he came out of a toxic relationship with his parents
Because
or
he
household.
took a chance on saying, hey, maybe if I treat this woman right, maybe it'll work out in my favor. That's why I mean about the reciprocation. If that woman is not reciprocating it and giving him that love that he's giving to her, the probability of him continuing to do that is going to lessen as he keeps going on from relationship to relationship to relationship to the point where he's going to be that asshole that women complain about.
So in other words, if he's not getting that love, if he never got that love from his mom or that emotional support, he won't give it to the woman.
No, what I'm saying is he'll take a chance on trying to give it to a woman in hopes of getting it back. But if he doesn't get it back and he leaves that relationship and goes to the next one and he doesn't get it back and leaves that relationship into the next one, eventually he's going to get bitter and start treating women like shit.
But did you know there are people out there that don't get the love from their parents and they don't know how to love
And
because they've never received the emotional support from their parents or any of their other mates, and they just don't know how to love.
Yeah, that's true. And my question is not focusing solely on those ones with trauma bond.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, and you still answer my question, so let's put that out there.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is there are resilient people in the world. And I think the answer I'm kind of looking for is that is just what's in some people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some people can go through the worst experience and they'll be the best people you ever met, you know, because they went through that
Right.
experience.
They don't want to be that way. Yeah.
Right. And then, so I think if they were to experience certain things, I can even speak for myself, like, at the end of the day, regardless of, you know, like situations with me, I give everybody a blank canvas. And I've been through the worst experience. But everybody gets a blank canvas. But when you start to paint on that canvas and then you showing me stuff that I remember or stuff that's familiar, then that's where the problems come in. You get what I'm saying? So I would like to believe that some people could still be good to women even if they didn't have a good relationship with their mom. Now, 9 times out of 10, that's not the case. I do know that. But
how can you be good to a bad woman?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you end up being with someone bad, then that's gonna be different. But I've been with, what I'm saying for me, I've been with a lot of bad people, and guess what? If I meet a man today, he still gets a blank canvas. But when he starts to paint his story or paint his actions on that canvas, I'm not gonna ignore it. I've been here before. I know what this looks like. I know this. I know that. So I don't have a choice but to treat him like what I know and experience. You get what I'm saying? Like,
so that
so
goes back to emotional intelligence. Some people don't have that. Some people would rather stay and figure out, hey, what can I do to make this person happy? Or, hey, what can I do to fix it? But they're not realizing mentally and emotionally they're breaking themselves down. Instead of just saying, you know what? Let me just leave right now before it gets worse. Some people don't have that. So maybe you have high emotional intelligence and you need to be putting these girls on to that. You feel me?
No. I've got in there. I've got in there to where I had that. No, that's not my story, because the main thing, and it's a different topic, because a lot of times we don't know how to trust ourselves. So I have learned to trust myself. So when I see it at first, I can, like, now when I see it at first, I can, like, okay, I'm not dealing with this. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know where it's leading me to. But before, no, I wasn't like that. Before, I was like seeing red flags, like not trusting myself to believe the red flags that I see. And then before you know it, I'm in a situation of where I'm trying to fight for a relationship that wasn't worth fighting from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So then I had to learn to listen to myself. So no, that's not what I'm saying in regards to
emotional intelligence. You have to learn that.
Yes, it is. I completely agree with you on that. It's emotional intelligence. It is knowing your self-worth, and it is being able to build upon that.
Self-love.
And learning learning to trust yourself. And the only how you'll learn to trust yourself and all those things, you have to spend time with yourself. A
Self-love.
lot of things people don't do. And
Yes.
self-love.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So
And so I
Integrity.
guess,
basically, if you want to go back to your question, basically the answer to your question is emotional intelligence. Because a person could be growing up in a great household and lack emotional intelligence and be an asshole. A person can grow up in a bad household and have emotional intelligence and know what to do. So emotional intelligence is basically the answer to your question. You feel what I'm saying?
okay. So since we gonna end it right there because we moving it along because we
Yeah,
gonna come back
we
to
moving on.
emotional intelligence.
Yeah,
I told you we was coming back to emotional intelligence,
yeah, we
and
good.
I think this is gonna be a great conversation because you speak of emotional intelligence, right? So one of the things that I have really heard men complain about or talk about when it comes to being emotional intelligent is feeling like they were taught by fathers in the household to not be emotional, right? Okay, wait, because we're going to get there. So what does that balance even look like teaching a man to not, to have emotional intelligence if you feeling like it's being suppressed when something happens and your dad is telling you don't
Right.
cry, don't be a punk,
Right.
don't do this, don't do that, you can't do this, you can't do it, because there's a contradiction with the emotional intelligence that's saying that men are teaching them or they have been taught not to be emotional. But emotional intelligence is about not being emotional to an extent where you're not putting yourself in feminine energy, right? So with that being said, if we want to talk about this, what does the teaching in the household of emotional intelligence look like without suppressing a man to think that he can't have emotions at all, but being able to not go back and forth with a female in feminine energy when it comes to that emotional intelligence?
Well, first of all, I'm going to tell you, you're completely wrong about emotional intelligence, period.
And
Emotional
that's another thing.
intelligence,
Do I
I'm,
get it wrong? Let me
I'm gonna
know.
tell you, emotional intelligence is to identify what makes you feel good versus what doesn't. Emotional intelligence is knowing when you're in a conversation with somebody and you know it's completely going nowhere. Instead of you trying to get your point across to get the last word, you say, you know what, this conversation is going nowhere. I'm just gonna go. Okay. And also another situation, emotional intelligence is like, okay, if I'm constantly doing for this person, and then now I am in a time of need, or if I'm going through a situation of duress and you're not relieving me like I relieved you, that's emotional intelligence to say, you know what, I'm just going to go. That's what emotional intelligence is. Emotional intelligence is not a man, oh, I'm going through this and I'm feeling this and I'm feeling that. Emotional intelligence is knowing that if you're able to speak to that person and they will be able to reciprocate what you're saying to them. That's emotional intelligence. It's not about being emotional or complaining or crying or acting like a girl or whatever, how you want to look at it. Emotional intelligence is knowing, is this person right for me? Knowing, is this situation worth going through? That's emotional intelligence. So your definition was completely wrong.
Well, I don't know if my definition was completely wrong.
It
Let me
was
tell you
because
where
you
I'm coming
basically
from.
said emotional intelligence is a man talking about how he's feeling and this and that. That's one aspect to it. The biggest
Because it is
aspect
the
of it
aspect.
is
That's what emotions
knowing,
are.
can I speak to this person and they're going to understand what I'm saying? No? Okay, I'm not going to speak to you. Next. The lack of emotional intelligence is no, 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 no. But listen to what I'm saying, though. Listen to what I'm trying to explain to you. Just listen to me. That's the lack of emotional intelligence because now you're trying to force somebody to understand what you're trying to say when they're clearly telling you and showing you, nigga, I don't care.
Okay.
Like, I don't care,
So
bro.
let me Let me explain this to you where it even came from, and then we can have a dialogue about
Of
it.
course.
Because Columbus Short went on some interview a couple of days ago, and he stated that women, a lot of women don't respect men because of their upbringing, and they're been in the households where mothers are teaching them, you don't need a man, right? And so Dr. Omar went on an interview a couple of days after that, I think on the Breakfast Club, and they asked him, because this is the first time I've heard, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't have to sit up here and act intelligent. This is the first time I heard anything about emotional intelligence was a couple of days ago from Dr. Omar. And what he said from what Christopher Columbus Short said,
Seven seasons.
from what Columbus Short said was that males, this is his words, and I posted on my page, you can go see it. He said males that go back and forth with females are operating in feminine energy because they don't have the emotional IQ that they need. So when you have two people that don't have the emotional IQ, then you have two feminine energies going back and forth. The only difference is one is in a male's body.
Exactly. You see?
So then he said, look, then he said, the same trauma you can say like a woman goes through, and that's why I asked that other question too about the mother in the household, is some of the same trauma men can go through and have that kind of, have similar situations. But he said when a man is maturely or has the mature IQ, he's not going to go back and forth with a woman. If anything, he's going to self-reflect. This is his words. Self-reflect in how to basically better the situation. So it's not even about a matter of agreeing to disagree. He was saying more so the man will self-reflect within himself and figure out how he can fix the situation, because a man operating in masculine energy is not going to go back and forth with no woman. He's not going to go back and forth with no woman online. He's not going to go back and forth with no woman in her face. He's not going back and forth with no woman because he has the emotional IQ.
Exactly.
And when two people are very emotional immature, then, you get to back and forth.
Breezy said, yo, young Squalor, didn't Breezy say?
You said finish. Go ahead. I was with you.
Breezy said something about the plates in the cup, son.
Exactly.
Look, that's what Dr. Omar said. I didn't say it.
Breezy,
he said it's feminine energy.
That right there, Breezy, was just my way of getting your attention. I swear to God, baby. And it worked, and I'm glad.
I love it. I love it.
I love it too.
Yeah.
Shit, that's why I did it. The fuck? That's why I did it. I want your attention.
I love it. I tell you, I love it.
No, but you touching on some serious stuff, because I seen that same thing that Dr. Umar said,
like
and it's true.
Dr. Umar.
Yeah. But yo.
That's what he said. That's what he said. He said it.
Yo, Squalor, you good? Yo, Squalor, you good? He's sitting up there like,
I think he out there.
He's like, I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. And I've been sitting here on Capitol Hill. He looks like, yo, you just chilling.
Cool.
You look like you feeling so nice. I'm telling you.
Nah, but for
pass it. Pass what you got, because you is just looking.
That nigga quiet as shit, right?
Yo, he got that. He got that. You know what he got? He got that. He got that mindset like he at the club. He at the strip club.
Okay. Thinking about them dollar bills, y'all.
He got that club. He got that strip club.
I was at the strip club yesterday, but I ended up leaving early because they didn't do good customer service, so I left.
But I have to say this. The reason why I agree with that is because me personally, like I don't have a problem talking about my personal transgressions or whatever. I was that same way. I would in my last relationship, I would always try to argue to get my opinion across. And
Mhm.
and no lie, no bullshit. My ex told me, "Yo, you acting like a bitch," just like that, and I was like, "What?" But now that I
You
think
got me messed up.
yeah, you feel me? So when she said that shit to me, I was like, what the fuck you talking about? Crying and shit. But then I thought about it and I was like, yo, she right. Like, why do people feel like they have to be loud and be boisterous to get their point across? You
Yeah,
should
you're
be
right. That's something I'm working on too.
yeah, like you should be able to be like, yo, like for example,
Me
like,
too.
yo, crazy, this is how I feel. Yo, Donita, this is how I feel. Maybe we shouldn't be going through this. I shouldn't have to be on some, yo, nigga.
You
Because
heard me? You know,
you feel like they're
tell me
not
everything.
listening. You feel like they really
Yeah,
just sitting there and they're not listening. And you feel like maybe, well, if I get a little loud, you'll understand where I'm coming from. And it shouldn't be that way. So, and it also depends on the person you with too. Like
facts.
sometimes you got to really think and evaluate. If that person getting you to that level all the time, I don't
Not
know.
somebody you
Yeah.
need to be with. And I
Yeah.
need to learn that
Because
too.
Facts, huh?
the
If somebody,
communicate, obviously the communication is not good if you got to keep, you a sheep, but you got to turn around, keep turning into a lion.
Yeah, yeah,
You got to
yeah,
facts.
evaluate who you with.
being
All right.
Because
dragged out of your
you're
element.
gonna have your little arguments here and there, and it's gonna get loud. No argument is quiet. You asshole, you're an asshole. Nobody's doing that.
I
You
don't.
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
I know.
you're gonna get upset. But if it's a constant thing, like I don't know, something that you gotta think about.
Yeah, you
Because
got to
I
reevaluate.
I don't want young squalor every time we get into a disagreement going to the
I
strip
tell
club.
you a funny.
I don't want you doing that, boo.
Last thing I'm gonna say.
What's
Look, check
up?
it out. I had this ex-girlfriend of mine. Right, one time I came home from work and like literally, I walked through the door and she started saying some shit. I walked right back out and went to the strip club in my work uniform and everything.
You don't know how
Nah,
to
I
communicate.
didn't want to
Boss.
communicate. I know how to communicate. I didn't want to communicate. I wanted her to leave me alone, and I
Right,
communicate when I ground myself.
right. I get it. Some people don't want an argument. Somebody don't, but some you gotta talk
Well,
though,
not
because
when you first coming in, though. Not when you first come in. I can do that.
Okay,
you gotta talk.
think about it like this. You coming home from work for the females. You come home from work and your man like, yo, I'm fucking hungry. Where the food at? Nigga, what? Turn around. Yo, Brenda, where you at?
Go right
I'm
to
about
the
to come
strip
to the
club.
crib because
Yep.
this nigga got me fucked up. Me gonna be ordering Chinese food tonight. That's the same thing men
I ain't
do.
gonna do that. I ain't gonna do
So
that
you
though.
going
I'm gonna put
so
him in
what
his
would you do?
place.
Huh?
I'm gonna put him in his plate. No, I'm just playing.
You,
I'm
No,
just
you
playing.
ain't
you,
playing. You
you
probably
You
know,
talking
ain't
you
too,
playing.
know what I'm
man.
word
Yeah,
for?
You
come
ain't
on.
playing.
Stand up for your
You
right.
talking too,
No,
motherfucker.
I ain't putting him. I'm gonna put him in his place. Like what?
You need to
What?
shot that nigga,
No, I ain't gonna shoot nobody, but
yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna have some choice words.
So
Dependent on him though. Dependent on him. Like if he being a real man, I'm not gonna have no type of negativity towards him. I'll be like, baby, I'm on it. I'm gonna get it. Give me a second. You know what I'm saying? But if he ain't being no real man, I'm going in.
What
I'm
if
going in.
I came home the same time you came home? Well, we both
yo,
working, and I'm
I'm
coming
on
home
some
the
New York
same
shit.
time like you.
Preezy, Preezy can agree with me on this. I'm a New York nigga. If I came in late and you hungry, why you ain't cook?
Oh well,
If you
he could
home
have,
before me,
but
why you ain't cook?
if he don't,
If
Or
you
how
don't
if
know
he
about
how to
don't
cook,
want
this?
order some food.
I got something even
to
better.
order some
I
food
got
or
something
something.
even better because I'm on some real communication stuff. Hello. Is there anything? Did you cook? No. You want me to go get something? Because I'm coming home late. Would you like for me to get something?
Yeah, I like that.
Exactly.
Because I know. Did you just get in? Well, I just got in. Well, I assume you didn't cook. but I could pick up something. What's the
Girl,
problem?
man.
Why you already out? And I do stuff like that now,
What
me and
is
my kids.
the
So
problem? What is the problem? And that's what I'm
what
saying.
is it?
If you look at half of the things you argue about, you'd
Is
be
it
like,
really
this is
worth it? Yeah, is
ridiculous.
it really worth it?
It don't be worth it. It don't
This
be
is
worth it.
ridiculous. It's all about communication. You're not going to
It really
always
is.
have it, but you have to work on that. Because if I'm coming home the same time you coming home, how are we cooking? Somebody got to make that call. Hey, what time are you home? No, I'm just right behind you.
But
Well, where
listen,
you at? Can you want me to pick up something or you want to pick up something? It doesn't matter. What do you want?
but listen,
What's the problem?
listen, Preeti, that's the same
I
example I was giving
get it.
earlier too, though, about
Relationships are
it,
hard. I'm
everything
telling
being
you.
on the woman. Everything being on the woman. So if the man get there first and he know the woman ain't made it home yet, you can't make a decision about what's for dinner that night.
Right.
Because we have to
Right.
You
no,
know?
because as women we have to be submissive.
I'm going to sleep.
Here we go with this bullshit, man.
I don't think
I'm
that's a
gonna
part
go to the
of
next.
submission. I'm
Yeah,
saying like
man.
that's
This
part of
man,
taking the
crazy
leadership
girl.
role. That's what I'm saying. That's
Listen,
part of taking the leadership
work
role.
work as
So
a
what I'm talking
work
about
as
for
a
dinner,
team. Work as a team. That's all I say.
listen,
Let's work as a team. You'd be
that's all I'm
surprised.
saying.
You put two heads are better than one. You'd be surprised what you could
Always.
get out of a relationship if it's everybody just treat me the way you want to be treated. You'd be
Yeah.
surprised how it may not always be perfect because it's not going to be perfect, but you'd be surprised what you can get through if communication is in your relationship. Not you're coming home, yabba dabba
Oh my God.
do. I'm out of here.
Yeah, but
No.
never do.
I'm out of here.
All
But
right.
it all depends
So,
on the individual who you're dealing with. Like Young Squalor, he said he was tired. We don't know the full story. You understand? So maybe whatever he was going through, he just was like, I can't do it.
Tired.
I can't do
I
this.
hear that shit.
And people
Right.
know what they can't do
Right.
with, but
If I was
yeah.
tired,
all right.
I'd have went to sleep on her ass. She'd have been talking, I'd have been knocked out.
But sometimes you have to listen to what your partner says, though.
But wait a minute, but y'all ain't even answer my question though. So
Huh? We ain't
what
answer
we
your
doing?
question. We didn't answer it the way you wanted us to answer. We all answered that shit.
Well,
What
No,
was the
no,
question?
nobody answered my
yes, we
question.
did.
You were
No,
like,
y'all didn't.
We answered this.
okay.
Y'all hear what I asked?
What
Did
was,
y'all hear what I asked?
okay, what was the question?
The question was because I did say a lot and we kind of touched on that. That's what happened. My initial question is, what does emotional IQ look like in a household? Like, how
Oh,
does
no,
someone?
that's the second question. The first question
No,
you
no, no,
should
no,
ask
no.
was,
I got it written down, boo. I got it written down. Let me read it to you exactly how I read it to you.
okay.
Okay. So I said, touching on emotional IQ, what does the balance look like in the household when it comes to upbringing? And then I brought in that whole situation with how it's frowned upon when men say like they talk to not be emotional and stuff like that. But my initial question is, what is the balance to what that looks like if you're being brought up in a household to be a man and to also have emotional intelligence? I think our conversation changed because you told me I had the wrong definition of what emotional intelligence was. And I think that's
What
what changed the
is the
conversation.
definition of emotional intelligence?
I think that's what changed the conversation. But my initial question is, what does that look like? If you're being brought up in a household, let's just say with both parents, and the dad is teaching you, because a lot of times men do say dads teach them to not be emotional.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that look like in a household
Ability to
where you're
manage both
being
your
taught?
own emotion and understand the emotions of people around you.
Now, if you want, we can do this on the
Well,
second part. That's up to
let
you.
me give the definition. So it says emotional intelligence is the ability to manage both your own emotions and understand the emotions of people
Of
around you. There are
others.
5 key
Yeah.
elements:
Self,
self-awareness, self-regulation,
self-regulation,
motivation,
motivation.
empathy, and social skills.
Mhm.
We might need to wait for this one then, because that's a good ass question.
Mm.
All right,
What
so
does that look like in the household?
Need to
Y'all
get
need
out
to
of
speak
bed
on
early.
that. Cause what that look like in the household?
I gotta wake up early in the morning. It's about time for me to do this job.
all right. We agree it's going to be a part two. So with the part two, we're going to answer Daniel's question, and then on the part two is going to be Squala and Preezy asking the questions about upbringing. Okay, and then we're going to go into the gender bash and all that. But I always do this in every podcast. It's a quick 5. It ain't no deep, extensive questions. It's just a yes or a no. So I'm just going to go around the board. I'm going to start with Squala first. Love or loyalty? Which one are you picking?
Loyalty.
Preezy.
Loyalty.
Anita.
Loyalty.
Okay. Teenage heartbreak or adult heartbreak? Which one is more worse? Squala.
Adult.
Adult.
Preezy.
Adult.
Anita.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna say teen. Go ahead.
Okay, teen. Okay. Squala. The family you're born with or the family of your choice?
Choice.
Okay, that's the same shit. Breezy.
Nah, the family I'm born with.
Anita.
Born, because we gonna make it work. We gonna
Okay.
make it work.
Squala. What would you tell your 15-year-old self?
Well, I tell my 15-year-old myself, stay away from New York. Don't go there.
Fuck you. Stay away from
He
New York.
gonna learn, baby. He gonna learn.
All right, Preezy. Same question.
I would tell my 15-year-old son to listen to mommy, because mommy is going to only guide you into the right direction. Don't be a follower.
Okay.
Know your friends.
Okay.
And if you ever feel like you want to do, if daddy's not around, come to mommy.
Okay.
Let's talk first.
All right. Same question for you, Danita.
Don't trust no nigga. No. Don't trust no nigga. No. Not just playing. I would tell my 15-year-old self to love yourself. Love yourself.
Okay.
And then
Oh, I
you
thought you
know.
said son.
You said son
You
or
said
self?
son or
What do you say?
self.
Who,
Baby,
me?
you ain't got no
He
son.
said self.
I
Me?
know, but that was just a hypothetical thing.
No,
I
what
thought he
would
was
you
saying
tell your
son.
15-year-old self?
Oh, I thought you said son.
Nah.
I'm about to say, Prissy, you
I
ain't
know,
got no son.
but I'm just speaking hypothetically.
Oh,
You gotta come back.
no.
You gotta come back to me then. I thought you said son.
You got to travel back to prison.
All
But
right.
I would definitely, my 15-year-old self after, don't trust no nigga, no. No. I would tell her to love herself.
Yeah, basically
Okay, so
self-love.
self-love.
Self-love. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Now that I know it's me and not my son.
All right.
Self-love.
Y'all ready for the topping? Y'all ready for the sprinkles on top of the ice cream? This question is good. Squala, what did you learn from your last relationship?
I learned to be aware of myself and my part in the relationship, like my part in the fuck up.
Okay. Breezy, it's on you.
When those red flags are shown and people show you who they are, believe them.
Believe them.
Believe them. Yes. Yes.
Believe.
Nanita, it's on you, baby.
I learned to not compromise or feel a certain way because I am growing. Because yeah, my last relationship made it seem like it was something wrong with growing and accomplishing goals. It became competition for him, but hey, this is something I've been dreaming of all my life. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
not compromising anymore. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will say this. I'm happy that we all got together and we did this podcast because we bombed on this shit, you know, and I appreciate Squala because you was the first person that actually was on somebody else's platform.
Sure.
And for you to reach out to me, you know, I appreciate that.
Definitely.
Breezy, like, you know, me and you talk, you know, you give me words of inspiration and I love that and I appreciate that. And Donita,
Yes.
like you, like I don't really know you. I never spoke to you. This is our first time interacting, but like you are a ball of energy. You are a gem, and you speak on important shit. And like I like that. I like to interact with people like that. I don't like dummies. I don't like motherfuckers just talking because they got lips. Make it make sense. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I appreciate you, Queen. I appreciate all of y'all. And for those that watch my platform, y'all know what it is. As always, spread love, not hate. Chase our dreams, and we off this.
Definitely.
Peace. Till next time.
Message me for the data to part 2.
Part 2 is
Yes, part 2. When we doing this part 2?
We gotta do it
I'm gonna do like a little group chat. We're gonna work on that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Sound good.
All right, y'all.
Peace.
Yeah.